think you can still get credit.
Hello there, and welcome to tonight's episode of Unnatural 20, where we roll dice and see where the story takes us.
The loan is in.
Definitely glad to have you along.
All I'm doing is making the payment off.
Last session, we did something a little bit different. Our players got to get into the mindset and the role of the characters that they perceive as the villains in their story. They're playing individuals, and I might have them go around the table and introduce those individuals one more time, just for those of you who are joining us for the first time. And the difference between this particular setting and the ones that they were playing before is this setting is currently from Dave's point of view. So you're going to see parts of the session where the NPC, not NPCs, but the players won't converse unless they're around Dave, because these are things that are happening in Dave's point of view. So, my bad. The last time we left off, these, let's just call them Exaltu's crew. They left Tircis in search of the Black Dragon's mask. They know where it can be found in a half-dragon hovel of a town. And upon, what's the phrase for it? On their journey towards the town, they ran across some turbulence in the clouds. As Dave usually does, Dave fishes up a little bit of trouble, and the group rallied to clear said trouble.
We never even dealt with the big one.
Huh?
We never even dealt with the big dragon.
Right. No, somebody polymorphed it, I think. Or
no, it got turned into Judd.
Judd.
And dropped.
Threw a potion at it.
Yeah. But anyways, so as the last session, episode 15 ended, the party had, I won't say the airship landed. It is currently hovering in place above a prospective landing spot about a good half a day's travel from the small hovel town. The Exaltu actually sent Gray ahead to scout out the town, and the rest will follow shortly. And that's where we're going to start today's session off. You guys are climbing down the rope ladder, making landfall for the first time in the last 24 hours.
This is at the location a half days away.
Yeah, you're half a day away from
on the ship.
We all go down the ladder at the same time?
Yeah. Specifically not isolating myself with you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if like he's right above me on the ladder.
Okay, so what
fucking wrong, damn it.
What is everybody doing?
Climbing down a rope ladder.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have we disembarked the boat yet, or?
That's what I'm saying y'all are doing now. So the airship, it's not there's not a docking or a landing place for the airship here. They actually literally have to hover in place, anchor themselves as best they can, and they send down a rope ladder for you guys to climb down. And
so this is like a landing area. This is not even near town.
They didn't. The Exalted didn't think it was wise to fly the airship
straight
over a town that didn't expect them coming.
Okay.
And I would say that the three of you get down on the rope ladder. Padishar, as you go to turn to get down the rope ladder, Exaltu grabs the scruff of your robe. You failed me twice already. Don't fail me this time.
I promise I will not. Wait.
He lets me go. Sorry.
Did anyone else hear that?
Nope. He made sure to do that whenever there was a moment.
When are we expecting Gray to return?
Huh?
When are we expecting Gray to return?
So he went on ahead to check. You guys would probably be meeting him as he'll be backpedaling whenever you guys are headed there. So
That's what I thought.
if he manages to get there in time, so
Is it a straw?
Seems like it.
Wow.
How far up the chain of command is Ico?
Higher than you.
I asked this the last time as to what her rank is currently, and I wrote it down somewhere.
I know Exaltu is the contractor.
I haven't come all the way up because he doesn't completely trust me.
He doesn't trust anybody.
That's what I really wanted to know, because I wanted to know how he would interact with
But
her.
my rank is up
Friendly.
there, just not.
he has kept her. Your character perceived, he's kept her at arm's length for the most part. He knows that she can be a beneficial ally, and he knows that he's helped her
Get to where she is.
in the past. Like he's saved her from where she was previous.
I
But
think you were a lieutenant?
Possibly, that sounds right.
Okay, so...
your character, Rail.
right.
I say S-Rail. Sneaky Rail.
S-Rail.
S-Rail. You don't technically have a rank.
Right, yeah.
just a
I'm a
high
shadow. I'm just a shadow. But that's kind of what I was... If I would need to... Like, what if I was to say, like, if I was going to move ahead to meet up with Gray for a status report, if I would be like... If I would treat her with any modicum of... Not really respect, but... Because now we're on the job. All he's focused on is professionalism, getting the job done.
Okay.
Personal feelings are as an aside right now. The job is the job.
Okay.
So I just was trying to figure out how he would interact with
me.
her.
I don't think the rank would matter so much as how she perceives you
Anybody
taking
listening
over
to the
that part
audio?
of her.
I am.
Okay. Is it?
Oh yeah,
Are we too loud in the music? Like,
I asked somebody, they said it sounds good still.
okay, cool. It's better than it was last session. No more echo.
Not as far as I know.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to let me know.
These aren't,
Yeah. So
these aren't really quality enough to really tell.
Okay.
That's why it's hard on my end. Audio's going through.
That's good. That's good. I mean, at least people can hear us.
Yeah.
all right. So then, when we hit the ground, I'll kind of just Miss Ico, I'll be going on ahead. I'm gonna kind of speed forward to meet up with Gray for the status report.
Okay. So it leaves Ico with Dave for a moment because Padishar's still up on the ladder. Like he's still up on the boat. Takes grabbed him for a second.
Lingering
The
by
two
the ladder a
ladies.
little bit.
The two ladies are downstairs, down the rope ladder by themselves.
Are you going to the ball?
Yes. I will be going to.
You don't sound excited about it.
It is my duty.
He's like, oh, okay. All right. It doesn't take very much longer for
Got the
Padishar.
ladder a little bit and then walk up.
It's like Padishar's on the way down. You
If
feel the
you-
ladder jostle on your way down.
If you
Yeah.
need aid with formal wear, I can help you with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Your sister was more about dressing up.
Dave didn't pretty much. Not that she doesn't want to, she just doesn't know how.
Sorry, Ix.
Hmm.
Okay. No, I just make sure I remember the name.
Ico.
Ico?
Ix is
Ix, sorry, that's General
big guy.
Ix.
Yeah,
And then their
Ix.
I name. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Well,
It's a
pronounced as an I. Yes.
Correction. What's it called?
General.
Emperor in.
General Ix.
He's like, yeah, he's General Ix, but he's like he'd be like Emperor in sitting Emperor or whatever.
Oh.
acting emperor.
Yeah, acting Emperor.
He's always
Yeah. Her name is Aiko Hariyashi.
So you get down the ladder and it's just Dave and Aiko.
Mm-hmm. Like, where'd Raylo go?
huh?
He went on ahead.
Oh, okay. Where we go? Is the plan just
Those
to
are-
head on out?
Yeah,
to?
y'all.
You can open it.
Demons.
Gray went on ahead
Yes.
to try and see what was going on and give you full warning if you could. But you guys got y'all stuff together. It took like a little bit more time to get
I don't
get
need
things
to
going.
go up much more
And then
if I want to. Be
I guess
able to.
Rail decided he wanted to go try and catch up with Gray.
Are we on a road
40
down the
above.
way, or are we just off the beaten?
No, y'all are wilderness. Y'all found they found an opening and y'all are in wilderness, working your way back to
Demon seeds.
the.
Okay.
They really
All right.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
I want to look for specific mushrooms while we're on the ground.
Ooh, nice.
This is a 9.
Okay. And I need you to roll me a survival check.
22 survival to find mushrooms.
Wait, this guy sucks at survival.
Cooking.
I'm good at survival. He's not.
I'm good at survival too.
That is a 9.
So you're going outside the town to forage?
What would be
Or
your
you-
passive?
We're not in town. We're like in
Your
the
character's
woods
passive stuff.
on our way to town.
on our way.
Yeah, we had to land this like
I
remote
thought we were just
area.
like,
What is the passive
Town.
perception on it?
No, we don't want the town
22.
to
And then what's your
Gotcha.
what's your perception?
because we're gonna make a
Yeah,
mess.
perception plus 12.
It's just
I know
it's
we
10
are.
plus the skill.
Yeah, 10 plus the skill.
We're good at making a mess out of things.
mm,
I just wanted to make sure, like, to do the math.
25.
All right.
Nice. That is better than 9.
Like some of my mushrooms.
Harry, I'm trying to read shit that's too tiny and my glasses are on top of my head.
Oh, that's tiny.
You're just passively moving quietly through basically the tropical landscape around the mountainside. The heat setting in a little bit. You feel your clothes begin to moisten with your sweat as you've moved through the jungle. After a brief moment of moving, you instinctively stop. And as you look up, you hear what sounds like almost like a purr. And as you glance over, there's like this mountain lion type figure that's on the rock ledge right above you. It hasn't completely noticed you,
But it's aware.
but it's looking around,
Looking
like it,
It
or
sniffles
something.
you.
you know. I will say that with just your passive ability to stay hidden and your passive perception, at this point in time, you start noticing like 3 and 4 more of them
Ooh, they're
are
hunters.
moving around. And they're moving in a like they're spread out, but they're moving uniformly. What do you do?
I'm going
Turn the
to.
fuck off.
Once I find.
Make yourself scarce.
Where is it?
What are those guys?
That's exactly what I want to see. So I am going to cast. I'm going to use Ghost Walk.
It's follow. Thank you for the follow.
Thanks for the follow.
I'm going to use Ghost Walk and using basically all of my skills, mobile, spider climb, and all of that. I'm going to attempt to sneak around them as best I can, and to continue on my path to grab.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
31.
They have advantage because it's scent.
Well, I shouldn't have any scent in Ghost Walk. And no spectral form.
Oh, in spectral form? They didn't pass it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you managed to skirt around the outside of them. It veers you slightly off your path just a little bit, but you managed to make your way back to where you think the town is ahead of you. You can continue your pace if you want, and you can try and hold and wait for your companions to see if they might need your help.
4 mountain lion-ish creatures.
Do we have any communication besides? No.
Unless you have a spell.
You know what? It'd probably be better for the sake of the mission if they were to arrive as unimpeded as possible. So I'm going to try and position myself in a spot that's good to ambush these ambush predators.
Okay.
And then I'll wait until I'll see that they have kind of picked up on their coming scent, and then I'll dive in on them.
Okay.
When they see.
Okay. What are the three of you doing, and what's your marching order?
I'll start walking out towards where he went.
You have no idea.
I try to keep Dabe in front of me.
Huh?
No, I don't know where he went.
Aiko,
I
you
just
bringing
know-
up the rear?
Sure, I'll keep an eye on everyone's back.
I mean, I saw the town when we were like flying by,
Yeah,
right?
you have an
So I would
idea.
know
We have-
where
you
he
You
was.
guys have an idea of where
Yeah.
General direction.
Yeah,
Not
you'll
that
have a
way.
general direction where y'all saw Gray.
I am still looking for those. I'm scavenging on the way for anything that I can come
Okay.
with.
Rail. S-Rail. I need
Not
you to
exactly the
roll me
best
a
person
perception
to
check.
keep an eye on.
You're trying to keep an eye on
his
these.
back, but
You're not?
Are we
Nope.
okay?
Oh yeah, me too.
31.
probably just walking.
I'm not good in the front or the back.
I'm probably-
You're watching.
Go ahead.
At this point in time, you've discovered 5 different cats. You can see 5 different, and you've seen them prowl around a little bit. One of them pokes its head up, kind of glances, lowers its head, and you see the other 4 start moving in that one direction, and they're crouching down and moving into the brush, the opposite direction of where you're standing.
Okay. Did the one that poked his head up look like the leader or something?
You
Okay.
can't ascertain that.
Right.
With the survival check you rolled earlier, you have no
Right,
idea.
yeah, I wouldn't know anything about anything in this area.
You're lucky you even saw them.
Yeah.
And the only reason you saw them is because you snuck up on them.
Yeah. Can I ascertain like how far they are from me?
At this point in time, when they crouch in and start moving away, they get a good 30, 45 feet away from you, and even though they're moving silently, they're moving at a decent pace.
I meant them.
Oh, you have no idea.
Okay.
You can't hear us yet.
Okay, so I'll continue following them quietly until I can make visual contact with them.
So you're watching them.
If I'm scavenging, could I add an advantage to spotting the kitties?
Had a question for you when you get done rolling over there.
Oh, I
two of the panther-like figures fade off, almost like a shadow-ish.
Oh.
I'm gonna throw some cats.
I'll follow the two that I still have eyes on that. Because there's 4 of them.
There was 5, so there's 3 left.
Scruff and they go
Okay. I'll follow the 3
Yeah,
that I
That's
can
all
still see.
that.
That's
Okay.
all cats.
Roll me another stealth check.
It's all cats. You pick them up by the scruff of their neck and they go wham, like they're babies again.
How long can you maintain your...
10 minutes.
Okay.
But with the shinobi suit, I don't make any sound. But
I'm just-
yeah. That'll be a 21.
A shinobi
Okay.
suit? I bet Miyako knows. I mean, I can
Probably have one
Mhm.
on. Oh, I know. Quit fucking with these kitties.
As you're
She is in her fighting armor.
moving along with the 3 cats, you notice one of them perks its head up and it kind of like glances back over its shoulder, and its ears are kind of like
Satelliting.
Uh-huh.
starts sniffing
Radar.
here a little bit, and like you don't think that it's with your passive perception, you don't necessarily think that it's like noticed you, but you know what like predator wise, you know what an instinct is, and you get the sense that it has some sort of instinct going on, and the rest of the pack is kind of stopped.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I know it's fixing to find me, and if it's already locked onto them, they can't be too far. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive at the one who spotted.
Oh, jeez.
Hadn't spotted you yet. You're still
Sorry.
good. You're still good 30
Okay.
feet away from it. So
Oh, I'm still 30 feet away
Yeah.
from it. Okay.
Hide better.
You just think it
Yeah, I was
knows
gonna
you're
say.
there somewhere.
I'm just saying, like to paint a picture, you're like they're moving at a brisk pace. So in order for you to even catch up with them, you're going to have to like come out of your hiding spot. But you've been stealthily moving. I've been giving you 5 foot here and there as you're moving along on them, but they're moving rather quickly, and they're padding like. You're surprised you can keep track of them and how quiet and how uniform their movement is.
Mhm. Well, then I guess I'll kind of I'll stop and I'll stop breathing.
Hold your breath.
Yeah, because I don't have to breathe, so I'll just kind of, I'll become as motionless, breathless as possible.
Okay. You hear a large crash and a snarl off in the distance ahead of you, and the 3 cats turn away from. Well, the one turns away from facing you, and the other 3 start lunging into the bushes ahead. Like you hear something squeal up in the distance, a high-pitched whine, as you think that they may have found their prey.
Mhm. I'll follow at a distance just to make sure that it's not. Well, actually, first what I'm gonna do is I'll mark the tree I'm on so I don't lose track of my path.
Okay.
And then I will follow at a distance. Since it just sounds like a squeal, I just want to make sure that they're attacking
Yeah.
prey and not.
Roll me a survival check. Or nature. You can use either nature or survival.
Nature it is. It's one better. That'll be a 15.
You've heard this squeal before, but you've only heard it in farms and whatnot. It's like the sound of some sort of pig or whatnot off in the distance. They might have gotten some sort of wild boar or whatnot. And they're much like your party, the first couple have attacked and the others have come in to aid. Be honest, you haven't gotten eyes on them yet.
Mhm.
They're somewhere in the bushes.
It's
but-
just what I can.
right now. You're getting into some like thick brush here. So when if you move, just to forewarning with what you know, if you move forward any further, your perception is going to be hampered by the fauna.
Mm-hmm. In that case, I don't want to get lost. I don't want to get off track, especially in this jungle.
Okay.
So I'll just lead them to their hunting and continue on.
Okay. You feel a slight prick on your neck.
Uh-oh. Okay,
What are you
that's
doing?
spider.
He falls
Giant mosquito.
I'm going to
It's either little
switch places with my echo immediately,
Okay.
which I would keep about probably 10 feet away, unlike the nearest tree.
Okay.
And so I'll switch places to see if there was something behind me.
You don't see anything there.
So then I'll check the back of my
You
neck.
got a bite on the back of your neck from some sort of bug.
Oh, great.
That's not good.
You draw away. You can feel, and it's starting to itch a little bit, like just a little bit of an itch.
And you think to yourself,
What a wonderful
whenever I
day.
find Aiko, I will ask her about it.
Yeah, that's kind of like, yeah, I don't know nothing about bugs.
You've been around Aiko long enough to know that she's a healer and that she knows how to deal with
That's
things
part
of
of the
that
reason
nature.
Exalted keeps her there.
Okay, so. And I don't know this area, so I don't know anything
Yeah, you
about
got
what
bug
kind of
herpes.
these bugs would do.
I mean, with your nature check, you can try and ascertain what it is.
I mean, yeah, I'll give it a shot, but I'm definitely gonna go see her anyways. It's my +3 nature. Oh, I think that is a natural 20, +3.
Definitely, you've not really ever, like, since your adulthood, you haven't really had to deal with this. But as a kid, as a younger version of yourself, when you got up on the surface level and got into tropical areas, you remember things like mosquitoes and ants and things like that. So you've been bitten by some sort of insect, like so this particular one with the natural 20, you're guessing was probably like a mosquito bite of some sort.
West Nile.
Okay,
And you can relate.
right. Everybody's gotta eat.
Yep.
Well, with that, then I guess I'll be like, well, it's nothing that's bothering me now, so I'll just move on to my destination, and whenever Aiko gets there, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'll continue on my pace.
Okay. You guys, after a brief moment of a good little ways.
Hello.
After a good ways of a trek, you'll hear the snarl and the squeal of something off to the this direction. You'll be to the east of you. It isn't.
Does it sound like Rael?
He usually wouldn't scream.
It's an animal squeal of some sort.
No, it's a dying hog.
I know, but I just like to make jokes.
Bacon.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna steal bacon from cats.
You don't even know.
You
We
know
probably
it's a
have our
cat.
own bacon.
You have no idea why it's squealing.
Yeah, you don't know it's cats over there.
Something's making pulled pork
Don't
out
have
of
to
it.
figure it out either.
Right? Just saying.
Let's avoid
Um,
that scream.
Yeah, I'll also
Oh,
keep my eye open for like lemongrass or mint and rub that on myself if I can find any.
Okay. Roll me a nature check.
That is good. Nature. 20. Unnatural.
The mint wouldn't grow in this particular environment, but you do find something that you
Really?
Wow.
It's like hot, acrid mint, like hot. Texas, basically.
this is tropical, like wet.
It's actually
Mint
gonna
is an
have, like,
invasive
lemongrass.
plant. It will grow almost anywhere.
Anywhere it's-
Anyways.
But you find something that you would think resembles like lemongrass.
Lemongrass.
I've got like mage hand up, just
Push it.
kind of swats at miscellaneous kick. It's just kind of in front of me, just kind of batting away some of the
You
bugs.
see some of the like shrubs like pushed to the side and move and whatnot. Okay, so
As I walk back at. Oh wait. Saw one. I'm gonna just slap the shit out of Power Shy.
roll attack.
The face or the back of the head?
Back of the head.
Yeah, side of the face from behind. 21.
No,
Reach up from behind.
Patashard said that he was
I definitely try to keep you in front of me.
him.
Oh damn it. Okay.
So you'd have to turn.
I'm waiting then.
swing
Turn around.
it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I killed it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until he's
camera,
not.
we're gonna have to do
paying
something
attention.
about that particular camera.
Yeah.
I got an idea.
Yeah, I definitely try to keep Dave in front of me and in sight at all time.
Yeah, I get that.
He's very aware of her desire to just smack the shit out of him.
Okay. All right.
Really just
So-
wanted to get you.
Okay, so can I get a marching order?
I'm just kind of watching this one wander about and pick things.
Yeah, I'm headed in that direction, but if anyone's gonna get in front of me, they can.
But I am going to
Got two people. keeping
make
you in
sure
front
that
now.
if I see Dave try to pick something that I know is poisonous, I'll be like, ah.
Okay. You have herbalism, right?
No.
Let me share with you my medical profession.
I mean, I know what's good for cooking, I would imagine.
I think Dave can tell poisons though.
Oh yeah, I can.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think what might not the plant thing might be different. We'll cross that bridge. All right.
Or I'll help by, pointing out things that I think
Yeah.
might be good.
So
Oh, cool.
after about after y'all make it past midday into starting to wane into the evening a little bit, you make it to the edge of town. You didn't see Gray coming back.
Did we not have a planned meeting point?
He was supposed to come back and greet and catch up with you guys on the way.
Okay, then barring not seeing him, I would make myself scarce on the edge of town where nobody can see me and wait for them.
As you get to the edge of town, roll me a stealth check real quick. You see, you feel relatively unseen, but you're noticing that there's like people moving about. They look like they're setting something up. There's some sort of like, as you're paying attention, it seems like there might be some sort of event going on. And with your passive perception, you do catch Gray out of the corner of your eye, leaning up against the wall, and he's chuckling, and there's like some dragon, like half-dragon lady who looks almost humanoid, with her tail kind of wrapped around his leg a little bit, and she's just like
It's a very Val move.
Being very coquettish.
very, very like, she's seen somebody that she hasn't, like a man type that she hasn't seen before, and you can definitely tell she's fairly interested, if not a little catty.
How far are they from me?
A good 20 or 30 feet from where you're standing.
Okay.
Gray's a tabaxi. Caddy.
No, she's a half-dragon, but
I know, but
Are they?
Gray's a tiefling.
I thought Gray was. Maybe I'm thinking of Thunder?
Thunder is
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Never mind.
Are they by like a house or?
So you're not direct, like you don't have a direct, like you have a line of sight, but it's because like there's a corner of a house here, and then like you're coming up on what appears to be like an alleyway between two houses, but you can see around the corner and you just catch, like out of the corner of your eye, you would have caught him if your passive perception wasn't as high as it was. You see Gray's leaned up against the house, and you kind of like lean back and look. Get around. With your stealth, still, you notice this fairly attractive looking half-dragon is almost crawling all over him as she's like.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shadow him.
Okay.
I'll try. How high are the houses? Standard height?
They're brick cottage size houses. You could probably climb up on roofs and stuff if you want.
Okay, yeah. I'll kind of.
The neighborhood itself, the houses are all around the same height. With your knowledge of stealth or whatnot, it would not be beneficial for you to have elevation because the openness of the area around.
Okay, well.
Unless you needed to.
See, yeah. So I'll just stick to the shadows since my shinobi suit gives me good shadow stealth. And I'll probably keep about 20 feet between the two of us.
Yeah, he's sitting there leaned up against the wall. He doesn't look like he's going to move anytime soon. And you can hear, with your passive perception, you hear him go, no, I can't. I really have to get going. Very, very, and you hear him pause, and he's like, don't do that. Oh, God. And like, she's leaned in, and she's got her head pushed into the side of his shoulder somewhere. And he's like, and you can tell, like, he's being he's standing there fairly defensive. And he's kind of like, lean back against the wall and whatnot, and she's so aggressive, like.
Jealous?
So, is there? Are they on like the side of a house?
Yeah, they're leaned up against the house on the other side of the tight roadway.
Is there anything breakable near them, like a pot plant?
Not to the direction of the small vantage point that you have.
And then,
Like I'm saying, like, say for instance, you're looking at me, and this is about the window you have to see gray between you and me. Like, this is about as big of a window you have seen.
okay, so nothing I can see. Right.
It doesn't mean they're not there. There's nothing over there, unless you want to move around and try and see if you can find something.
Yeah, I'll try and get closer. I'll try to get a better vantage point.
Okay.
So I can see their surroundings. I want to maintain that 20-foot distance.
You'd have to get closer to get a better vantage point.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll block yourself from going back this side of the house or backtracking this way. You get further away. So
Okay. Yeah.
you
So
either have to close in to about 10 feet away, or try and go around the other house the other way.
I'll just close in on him.
Is Gray good looking? Or is this
He's
like
not
an
bad looking.
this is kind of like an obvious distraction?
Huh?
Or is this like an obvious distraction?
He knocked to come in?
Well, you can't see. You're not there. So this is him.
Yeah, you guys are there. But yeah, I'll close in if I have to.
Okay. So you get close. You hear like an accent that sounds a little like kind of like a lustful tone to it, and you can't quite make out exactly what she's saying. Actually, what languages does your character
He
speak?
speaks common, undercommon, goblin, and thieves' cant.
Yeah, you don't understand what she's saying at all.
Goblins.
But can I see
You
anything?
speak Goblin because you're from the Underdark.
Say, probably Underdark.
That'd be cool. I can speak goblin.
If you were a slave of the Drow, you would have been taught Goblin as a language.
Oh, wait. So does that mean that I speak goblin?
Huh?
Does that mean
You would have been taught you would have been taught Goblin so that you can take orders.
Rail knows Goblin.
Anyways, is there anything breakable that I can see now?
But no, you escaped.
Oh.
Before he was. Well,
I mean,
was he there long to be
No,
taught Goblin?
Rail was young when this.
oh, I was? I thought I was old. Anyways, we're getting off track.
Yeah, let's go.
So yeah, can I,
We'll talk about that.
right. So, now can I see if there's anything breakable?
So looking at the structures of the houses and everything else, they don't really have anything like glass per se. There is a few potted plants. They're in wooden like basins and whatnot. Most of the stuff you see here seems fairly primitive when it comes to like constructed devices or crafted materials or whatnot. They are a thriving community, and as you get closer, you hear Gray go, "Man, this festival sounds fun, but I gotta meet somebody, and then me and my friends are gonna come back. We'll be back later." And you kind of hear her whimper and whatnot. She says something in some other tongue you don't understand. He's making it a point to speak to her in common though, and not speak to her in her tongue. But you can definitely tell that he understands her, and she can understand him.
So I'll have my Echo just push one of those plants like over to where like it would cause a loud enough noise to startle her.
Okay. As she kind of jumps a little bit, Gray kind of jumps a little bit too, and he reaches his arm kind of around her and moves around to look for the plant or whatever it was that fell. And he's now their back is facing.
So I'll kind of like navigate to the corner that's behind them.
Okay.
And
Only a stealth check from you. And you do come out of the shadows for this because you have to, if you're going across the corner that's behind them, you have to go across the lighted path.
It's still like a bajillion.
yeah, it's 25.
Okay. I'm just
I know. And I'll just whisper very quietly. So I mean, I know she's really close, but I'll be just kind of like having fun, and then I'll move back out, move back into the shadows as well.
Gray kind of stiffens and then glances over his shoulder, and you hear him with a firm voice says, "I told you I'll be back later." And she says something, and he goes, "It was nothing. Don't worry about it." And he kind of forcefully jaunts her off of him, and straightens himself up a little bit, rearranges his trousers, and starts moving towards the edge of the town. And like,
We got there.
you guys are coming up. You're starting to see the lights because it's starting to get darker. You're starting to see the candle lit and the fire lights and whatnot as you're coming up on the town. At this point in time, I would say that Gerald Shannara actually manages to catch up with you guys.
What took you so long?
Yeah, Gerald.
I gesture in the correct direction on the steam.
Anyways,
Yeah, the two seats across from you are the only ones that are a little bit.
Sometimes I feel like the Brady Bunch up here.
Hey, there he is.
He comes huffing in a little bit. He says, "Sorry, I overslept."
We just arrived to the edge of town. Gray had been postponed by attractive
Dragon Lady.
oh yeah.
looking half-dragon lady.
So I scared her a
It's
little
a
bit.
whole half-dragon society you guys have come across.
And we've noticed the town is a little bit bigger
I
than
thought
we
your
thought
name
it
was
was.
leather.
You get a new one? It's like, I'm done with that garbage.
Right?
You did.
They really are.
Guys, don't fight over it. Jeez, Louise.
I have new D6s.
Oh.
I apologize for not saying hi, Sai. During our actual campaign, I don't want to break immersion, so I'm not going to respond to the chat. But I appreciate you saying hi. You guys can chat amongst yourselves, and if
There it
any
is.
of the
Looks like a-
love you.
if any of them paying attention when it's not their turn to what's it called, they're more than welcome to chat with the chat as well, as long as it's through text. All right, sorry. Okay. So, Gerald, you managed to come up on Padishar, who is keeping an eye directly on Dave.
And you notice Dave's keeping an eye on him too.
I nod at him. Yo, I agree with this decision.
Bro, you went all out, man. What is this from?
Fan Expo. That was,
Yeah, I figured.
Sweet.
Oh, you actually got it.
yeah.
Oh,
Limited that was from Fan Expo from Misty Mountains.
Sweet.
this one's off center. Worthless.
Don't tell me that. Don't
I
say
just
that.
talking shit about his dice.
Don't say that. You gotta get rid of the bad juju. You don't need
Hold
anything.
on.
Yeah, sorry, but it's really just
That's
you.
really just you.
You just let him play with your new dice too. That's not a good omen.
These are his old dice.
No,
No, those are the new ones.
The singular D6.
That one's
I would roll that
screwed
d6
already.
today.
Those are more or less their gym dice on that one.
Okay.
You see them.
The ones on the left.
These are liquid board.
I'm
Anyhow.
not gonna roll it.
Anyway, back to where we were.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So,
What?
you managed to catch up to them. You were on the ship when you saw it grab Padishar by the scruff of his cloak and give him some sort of like quick jaunt of a scolding, and then shove him off a little bit right before he started climbing down the ladder. You didn't hear what was said, but you did see the interaction. Oh, also, by the way, I finished y'all's map that y'all made.
Ours was better. Ours was better.
I had to open up some of the areas because of certain things, and then yeah. But other than that, it turned out great.
Looks nice. I'll go to Padishar.
Okay.
You're right.
what?
So it's John Chu gave you a little scolding.
Oh yes, just to reassure him that we shall have success in this mission.
We all know it's not technically your fault. You planned for everything you could. Gray should have did a better job.
But it's easy to point the finger at the one that plans the most.
Yeah, because you should have planned for it.
We both know those
I'm there.
variables
Oh, yeah,
are
yeah.
very hard to contain and predict.
Yes.
Now hear Dave mumble. Should have planned for it.
Especially now that one of those variables.
Yes. Ingratiated one of those variables into the group.
Yes.
What?
Maybe it's a soft side that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't get the good side of it, son.
This 8.
If Dave's it's his soft side, that's saying something.
Yeah, I know, right? That's just
We've never seen him interact like this, though.
I know.
So,
Comparing my dad
after
to
a few
several
moments-
episodes.
Rail, you see Gray come around the corner, and he's rearranging himself and everything else. He's shaking his head and brushing himself off and smelling whatnot. There's as you have a high enough perception, even without like extra senses or nothing. You can smell the perfume on him from this lady who's freaking just been crawling. You can tell, like she's definitely been crawling all over him. And yeah, he was pushing her off and trying to like dissuade her, but
Bro, he's
hard.
fighting real
Half-heartedly.
hard.
yeah, you can
half-heartedly.
tell he
He's like,
was
no,
enjoying
please,
the
go,
attention.
go, go.
Ah.
You have me trapped here.
Ah,
Oh, no.
please, I've got
I just
things
don't
to
want to be
do.
rude.
I have things to do. Oh, whatever shall
Oh
I
no,
do?
I dropped my shield. I have to wait and pick it up real quick.
Yeah.
I'll just shadow him until I'm certain that we're outside of the gates, and then
Sorry, that was the other question. Is this town have a city wall?
No.
Okay.
okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
that's what I
just-
want to know.
So yeah, I'll just kind of shadow him until I'm certain we're outside of visual and acoustic range of anybody.
Okay.
And just
With your passive perception, you do notice a couple of other half dragons, like eyeing him, and then they from about 60 feet away down the road, they watch him cross and come into goes into the alleyway, and then as you're coming back across the thing, you notice them down at the end, kind of like leaned up against the wall, with their arms crossed, chatting with each other.
but watching.
Yeah. You can definitely tell these are a couple of male half dragons.
Show up here and you take our women.
Yeah. So from his shadow, I'll just kind of be like, "You've already brought too much attention."
He glances back over his shoulder and he
Don't
says,
stop moving.
"They were watching me from the time I walked into the village." Just trying not to be rude. I mean,
I could tell. Took you a while to not be rude, but that's besides the point. We need to get out of here, rendezvous with the rest. We need the status update.
to be fair, I think that the village is fairly safe. We're not going to have any problems from the townsfolk. They've got some sort of festival going on tonight, and
You think fireballs here?
pauses for a second. I guess you could say the leader is coming back in the morning, which is why they're having a festival this evening to prepare for his return.
And the item,
I think that they idolize it as part of their society.
have you found his location?
Gotta be raining, right?
I'm pretty sure that their leader's the one that has it.
So we need to
At
strike
least
this.
that's what the lady was telling me as she was.
Yes, you're informant.
Why don't we hit his...
So we need to strike as soon as possible before he returns to town.
He has it.
Yeah, why don't we hit his transport before he gets back to town? That way we don't even have to
That's
deal with
literally
it.
what I said. Strike.
It's just him two.
Oh, didn't...
And just strike as soon as possible.
They're like, you guys are moving. He's walking, so he doesn't know where you're following him from. He's just kind of like talking over his shoulder. I'm not entirely sure, because if the way she talks is correct, he probably has it on him.
Then we need to hit him personally before he makes it back to town. If these guards are any inclination, then there are too many eyes.
We could ingratiate ourselves with them, and maybe they'll let us meet him in his chambers.
And how long would that take?
I mean, probably when he comes back tomorrow, but we can party tonight.
Only just wants to get laid. Put
Yeah,
in a
he
cock
does.
blocker.
He's like, come
We're
on,
on.
Just drag
come
him
on,
in.
man.
We're gonna wait around
Come
forever.
Come on, man.
It is mission time.
Rail's brothers don't like the fact that he has a girlfriend or being married, and they definitely don't like the fact that other people are getting stuff either.
Bro is very mission oriented. Bro does not give a fuck.
As they're walking, like, what is it? Okay, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, but just now, which head are you talking with here, Gray?
He pauses for a second and smirks. He's like, man, you guys just act like you don't have balls at all.
And at that point, he'll feel just the tip of the dagger.
I'm not talking about
Straight out of the Underdark.
your prowess in fighting. I'm talking about your prowess in the bedroom.
They're units cannon.
See how you use the dagger?
I'll pull the
Most
dagger
people
back.
use swords.
I'll pull the dagger back and be like, "This is a mission. It has to be conducted with professionalism."
Sometimes a little bit of pleasure can be mixed into missions just to get them done.
Well, then that's the difference between you and I. I don't need to do that.
My guy that's trying to save his friend is definitely distracted.
Distractions of any kind are detrimental.
I was so distracted that I didn't see the two gentlemen down the road, and that I didn't get plenty of information from her by letting her try and coerce me. Sure. You have your methods and I have mine. Stay out of my way. And he just pushes on.
Arguing's not within mission parameters, so I'll let him be angry.
I'm pretty sure that's probably how Bob would have played it.
So yeah, I'll just continue shadowing him as we move out.
He makes it back, and you guys are coming up on the town, y'all. Gray, like, he's not being quiet or anything like that. He's like shoving right through the bushes or what have you. Like, there's not a quiet bone in Gray's body.
Yeah.
Neither is there one in.
Also,
He stops and he grunts a bit, and he's like, "Sorry, I'm late. I was gathering a little bit of information. I only had a lady friend that was trying to rizz me up.
Yeah,
She's spilling the beans about their town and everything about their society. I don't think they've ever really dealt with opposition before."
They don't have laws.
Did you learn anything useful while you're being rizzed up?
Well, for one, I'm pretty sure they only have like 6 guards in the town. I'm also certain that their leader is the gentleman we're looking for, named Valakat.
Okay. And they only have 6 guards overall?
For the most part, but it could be because most of them are probably preparing for the festival this evening.
And the leader is...
They'll probably, like, if what she says is true, they're probably all going to get drunk and laid tonight, and they'll be sleeping in tomorrow while their boss comes into town.
The leader's out of town. I understand. Okay, and they're having a celebration to celebrate his return.
Right.
Okay.
Well, their society is a little bit strange. I think that they kind of idolize him because of his lineage. Supposedly he's a son of Tiamat.
Okay. Okay.
And
Like
his
direct son?
that's just what she said he claims to be. And they've got some... He's supposed to be bringing somebody back that's possibly good enough to be a bride of his. So,
And I apologize, it's been a little bit since we played. What are we here getting again?
Black dragon mask.
The black, okay, the black dragon mask. Sorry.
and Ix said he wanted him dead.
Did he? Oh, I mean, that's what Solomon might have said.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, he wanted the mask off of him, especially if it kills him.
Yeah, he's okay. So that's
Okay,
what I
so
thought he said.
presumably-
Okay, kills
okay.
He wanted him dead or alive.
He wants the
Preferably
mask.
dead because it's quicker.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
I thought. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay. So if they're having a celebration tonight, and presumably, if we want to either intercept the king before they return, or intercept him after they return, after, maybe, are they okay. Depends on if they're getting back tonight for the celebration or tomorrow after the celebration.
So, to be fair, this individual doesn't seem like he's too worried about people coming up and attacking him. I'm pretty sure we could just walk into his freaking home in the morning.
I'll step out of Gray's shadow and be like,
Glad you could join us.
Adashar,
Hey,
Now that
man,
we
what were
know-
you? What took you so long? What were you doing?
now that we know the leader's location, we know he's coming back. So we could use some of that expert planning of yours and could probably turn his own home into a beneficial territory for us.
Yes.
I do have a question. If he's the son of Tiamat or proclaimed, doesn't that mean he's a dragon? There's a chance that we did suffer an attack by dragons on the way here.
Yeah, this whole town's half dragons.
So is there any chance that might have been a part of their con?
And you also specifically know that that the daughter of Tiamat is a half dragon.
My thoughts on this are this. If this so-called leader makes it back to his residence, we plant enough traps there, I'll go in and initiate a sneak attack. Failing that, the rest of you barge in, we kill him and take the item.
What about extract?
Has anybody ever heard of a lady named Sindara?
Yeah.
Have I? I don't know.
Supposed to be a red dragon of some sort, very young supposedly, but
Isn't that the one we set free that was
Cindy?
in a brothel for a while? I
yeah,
know her.
supposedly Valket's found a wife.
Oh, shit. That'll be funny.
Yeah, well, I think I know who she is and who she's running with. And if that's the case, we have a little bit more of an issue than just that. And I don't know if any kind of planning is going to keep chaos out of the situation.
Why do we run into these groups?
Should we
not a group.
leave before chaos ensues?
Yeah, I'm not worried about a group. I'm worried about little sprinters out there. Can be anybody she fucking wants.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Gray was an ally of hers, so he knows speaking. Who was best friends with Cindy. They call her Cindy.
Has it gotten hotter in the area?
It's freaking burning up. It's
yeah.
tropical climate. Yeah, it's fucking warm.
Because she was changing the climate where she was at the time, if I remember correctly.
We need a plan regardless.
Just telling you what I know. I think the ladies around the town are a little bit upset about the Prince of Dragons outsourcing his wife instead of picking amongst them. And the men,
He's a passport, bro.
they're not too happy that the women were holding out for him. And so I'm assuming we're gonna have a bit of fireworks tonight.
So the whole town is sexually frustrated?
Cut the whole nation.
Damn. Hot damn. This will be fun.
So much tension for
Let's
so
party
many
tonight
years.
and get them in the morning.
Radishar, you think we can use this situation to our advantage?
I'm sure we can work
Yeah, let's
something
party
out.
tonight.
Whether it'll probably be advantageous the fact that he seems very blasé about his own personal protection. Probably just feeling foolish about his own strength.
I rolled a 1 on my concentration.
We also have to think of the time limit.
I mean, you can try and find one. Jalbe just walks into town.
Dave, where are you?
Because isn't there a ball that was going to be happening not
What's
tomorrow,
Aiko doing?
no, the day after?
She's just observing everything, walking around.
I think so.
They're outside
Depending
of
on how
town, like
fast
trying
we
to
were
make
able
it
to fire the master.
I'm staying where Padishar's at. I'll just
on the fourth day we only had.
I'm sorry.
point out Dave moving
Yeah, I'm
away.
like, I don't like, whatever.
Now we can discuss freely.
Now for the real plan.
Yeah, since she's left and the only canon player, whatever happens then is kind of regardless to what's happening over here.
Okay.
Leave it
Well
to
then, We'll go to Dave. So
I'm
you
looking for a bar. I just kind of got bored with this bullshit.
roll me an investigation check as you leave the group and walk directly into the
Natural one.
you can't find a bar. But as you walk towards the center of town, you're starting to gain some attention. There are half-dragons all over the place, and they're all looking at you like,
Like male attention?
both today.
Perfect.
In order to get back
Yeah.
to Tearson's in time for the ball and be able to be prepped.
Wait, I don't get visited?
We have time. We have time.
Did you say that one of them
Good.
From what I understand.
kind of like looks at you and like,
Well,
the
the
you're
ball's
just
going to
speaking in
happen in a
common.
day, it's going to happen that night.
Yeah.
Technically true, yes.
Well, then we'll have a day of travel.
I'm here for the party.
We'll have, I think, a day in between. As long as we leave.
he scowls a little bit and then huffs and then turns
So we had
kind of like once
we have.
How far away has Dave gotten from us?
You're watching Dave walk down the street in between the houses and whatnot, and she's
I don't want Dave to get out of sight, so I'm just gonna kind of elbow them and I'll be like,
Yeah, like once Dave leaves, we're just like intense planning starts happening.
I'm over here trying to get the timetable correct so we were able to make it to Tears'
yeah, we
We
back.
gotta get back to Tears.
I'm gonna keep eyes on Dave and kind of follow
How much time do
make
we
sure
have?
she doesn't get in
y'all have
trouble.
Should be a day and a half.
y'all have a day and a half, and y'all went
a day of
against the
travel.
wind to get here.
Okay, so
so
it will be,
faster
instead of a whole
tailwind
day's
on
of
the way
travel,
back.
potentially a half a day. So
Okay, so I
in
was
theory,
right.
we have a whole day to get the crown.
Right, so we have tonight at the
Actually, it'd be a
tonight
quarter
and all day
at the
tomorrow.
time.
Y'all would still have another like a full evening and everything else to prepare for the
Because then the ball's going to happen
So,
at night.
Aiko, you're gonna shadow
We prepped all that.
Dave.
just
Okay. I'll give you a look and I'll.
They can't find a bar. No, for a dress shop.
Okay. What was your investigation?
Wait, let's actually see this.
Yeah, okay. 17.
As you look around, you guys just get up and walk away.
This way,
we're
we
actually
want to
finding
discuss,
out.
but I don't want to talk over what Dave's doing.
Okay.
We're being villains. We're being villains.
You're glancing around. You don't find a dress shop, but you do notice Aiko out of the corner of your eye.
She just has her hands inside of her sleeves and she's just keeping an eye on you, watching you walk.
Hold a drink up.
I walk over.
Now,
Pull you out one. Pull
you're
you out
in
one.
an area where you actually you and Dave definitely stand out. As-
I can understand Draconic too.
Oh, good. I can't.
And
Yeah, so as you're walking around, you start noticing a few people, not all of them, but there's everyone down like, I thought this was supposed to be a celebration for our people, blah, blah, blah. What are outsiders doing here? You can hear the conversation in the crowd and whatnot.
I'll kind of drop.
You don't understand them, what
Oh,
they're
okay,
saying.
yeah, that's
It's rocking in. Unless you can understand Draconic, I don't think
I don't think so. I have common and
I have
Dwarvish.
Draconic because I have a little Draconic little dude that I talk to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a Pokemon.
Miyako is on my shoulder.
So you're noticing the half dragons, and as you're looking around, none of them look. I would say none of them look like any specific version of a dragonborn or a dragoon. They're like just amalgamations of in between and whatnot, different. You know, like one would be a little more like on
Draconic.
the
And then
dragon
another
side, the other
one-
one would be more like a humanoid looking, like
Okay.
less scales and whatnot.
It's just a mixture of
yeah.
Draconic people.
You're starting to notice though that
Dragonkin.
most of the females have less of the dragon features and more of the
Humanoid.
stuff,
Uh-huh.
and most of the males are starting to like in your purview are looking more dragon.
Dragon-esque.
But there are a few males, typically the ones that you see the females are kind of circling around that look more humanoid than dragon-esque. And the dragon-esque ones are kind of like, you can definitely tell they're little, you know, they're the ugly guys that are like, man, fuck that dude. You know?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Okay.
Do I know anything about the party that's supposed to take place?
No.
No. Do you know anything about what's going on here?
The talk around town seems to be that there's supposed to be a festival for the city and that we outsiders shouldn't be here.
Well, if we knew something about this festival, maybe we could act like we were just here to observe or record.
Somebody
Do we
stumbles
know?
and they're back facing you, bumps into you, and then they turn. Oh, sorry, my good friend. How are you? And he
Wait! You grab his wrist.
uh,
Look at his hand, look at his other hand.
oh, and he like reaches his arms like he's gonna
He's
give you a
gonna
hug,
give
and
you
then
a
you grab the
hug.
other one,
Yeah.
and he's like. Well, that's odd.
That's my personal greeting.
He leans in. Are you a foreigner? I know some of us have horns, but yours are like up there.
Pretty cool, aren't they?
He starts patting you a little bit, like you've got a really soft scales.
How much time do we have before we need to be back?
You know,
Dragon words are
this
type.
This place here, they're not very good with drinking.
You,
they don't have
you
good
probably
alcohol.
have the night at least.
This stuff is swill.
Hey, let me show you this drink. I'm gonna kind of walk off with him.
Like, he takes a swig, and then like you can definitely tell his like cheeks flush almost instantly from taking a drink, and like smoke's coming out of his ears, and he's like a dragonborn looking, you know, half dragon, and he's like you should share this. It might make people like you a little more. I don't know why nobody's hanging out. You seem like a pretty cool lady.
Where do you stay?
Around here, around there, or whichever hovel I fall asleep in one day or the next.
Dave, make sure you're back here at dawn at least. So that we can find
One
you.
moment. I've changed my mind on this guy. He didn't even have his own place. Let's get out of here.
Thanks for the. What is this stuff?
Fire brew.
Fire brew. Hey, you should bottle this and like.
It is bottled.
Yeah, he's like
Oh,
he's looking at it and it's like, oh, hey, it's got the name right here. I can't read that. What is that?
because it's in common.
Look, it's a little fire.
It's a little flame.
Let's go.
You might want to give some of this to one of the elders. They might
Oh,
Bribe the elders.
That would be a good thing for the party.
All right, I'll take a mental note of that. Find the elders and then probably like fire brew.
Offer
Question.
fire brew for their
I'm
festival.
question.
Actually, I'd like him to hype up fire brew.
I need to ask you this. How much alcohol does Dave have on it?
26 drinks.
Just 26 drinks or 26 bottles?
Like 26 bottles. Like 26.
So you have
fifths.
enough. You have enough to probably feed a festival, like a
small one, yeah.
festival. And this is a small town.
And I can make more.
Just saying. Like, and they definitely.
They don't have a bar. Let's open a bar for the festival. And I can cook.
You look out ahead and you see them.
That's why I'm
making a
here.
Bonfire.
We're here to cook.
You
I'm going to
see them
supply the festival.
they're
Okay, you
making
do
a
brews
bonfire,
and I'll do.
And they're setting up
Advertisement.
what appears to be a rather large. What is it called? Pit.
Did I notice whether
No,
there
like
was
Oh, spit roast.
Pit roast.
fish or anything around the town or a lake when we landed or anything?
No, this is jungle area in the mountains.
I've got a lot of fish on the head.
Just to the
In the bag of colding, I hope.
to the west of you guys is a path going up into like snow caps and stuff like that.
Okay.
And from y'all's vantage point on the airship, there is a natural spring coming from there, and it empties out into down through parts of Tyrsis and into the ocean and into the bay and the like a branch prototype.
Okay.
Yeah, we could set up.
You find tables and everything else.
I'm gonna
that
go
people
talk
are
to
setting up.
someone who looks like they're signing people up.
Okay.
Be like, I know.
I'll go with
Yeah.
Dave.
As you're walking over to talk to them.
We're gonna try to gather information too while we're.
Okay.
Oh yeah. From
'Cause
all the
I can
people we
talk to
sell
him.
as well.
You see a gentleman who's got like part of his face is scaly. And it's, got the dragon. He's got like a dragon-born like snout, but he's got like humanoid features on one side and more dragon features on the other. And he's got the pointed ear, kind of like a dragoon would. And as you come closer, he's got like the humanoid eyes got like a
Monocle.
monocle, and the other, he's like flipping through his pages, and he's like, ordering some people around. They're talking back and forth and whatnot, and he glances up, and he kind of like, for a moment, you see him pause, and then as he pauses, you feel an arm over your shoulder, and the guy goes, "Hey, sorry, hold on." Balaxarim, this is my good friend. What are you, Fire Lady? Look, try it out. And he's like holding the bottle out, and the other half dragon like raises an eyebrow. And he's like,
I'll push that drink back to him and give the guy one of his own.
yeah.
Actually, I am here for the festival.
And I will translate.
Booth. Yeah, if he's just looking at me like I'm stupid, I'll keep talking. Set up a booth. I probably have enough alcohol to sell. I don't know if I need a license for that as well. And I just need a place to set up.
He kind of like
And I introduce us.
a brow.
This is Dave, and I am Aiko. We have traveled from afar to observe your festival, and we would like to participate.
He speaks to you in Dragonborn. It's a pleasure to meet you, Aiko. I'm sorry for the rudeness of some of our people. However, this is supposed to be a very closed event, and everything is already. It's a festival, so in our way of festivities, we don't typically charge for drinks or whatnot. We just
I'll
allow
relay
our
this to
people
Dave.
But
We can bring you some of our culture, and we can observe some of yours.
I'll translate between what's being said.
very well. What is it that you would want to
Dave, a sample, please.
Try what you got.
You give him like a shot glass or something?
Yeah, I pushed that guy's bottle away and I gave him one of his own.
Okay. Keep track of how many bottles you actually have.
It's 25. 25 bottles of.
And with like the difference between him and the other is he glances over at the other half dragon, and he moves back to the table, and he like produces a glass, shakes it out a little bit, and cleans it out. Yeah, like cleans it out some. He expertly puts his right hand, which has got like a little claw tip on it, and he puts the thing in there, and he like twists the cork out, and he puts it in his teeth for a moment. It's got that nice flavor to it. Cinnamon. And then he pours him a little glass, and you can see as he swirls it around a little bit, you can see the thickness of the liquid like cake to the side of the glass for a moment, and then start to like slide away a little bit. There's no real like bubble or anything
Viscosity.
else to the liquid itself. It's more like a syrupy, but there's a strong scent to it. You know this. You've drank it all the time. This is one of your. I'm assuming it's one of your better brews.
It's also one of the more tame that I can hand to most people.
Right. He takes a little sip of it, and yeah, elegant. Little bit of spice. Now, I wonder what it would be like for a tip back. And he just like, and it's gone like quickly. He's like, This is very tasty. You made this? You are quite talented. Much more talented than the individuals we have here.
I'm sure they could teach me something as well.
Well, what would you say this is made from? Like, and he's holding the bottle. He's trying to. It's like, I'm sorry. I can speak, and he starts talking in common. I can speak common, but
Cannot read
I
it.
cannot read it. Though I am working on it. I can tell that this is a C and this is an F and this is, and he's pointing at letters and stuff. And he's starting to, but needless to say,
I'll give him the translation of fire brew.
interesting enough. What is your asking price for the locked bottles?
For all of it?
Yes.
How many bottles of it do you have out of the 25?
I'd have to check with my inventory to see. I could sell you everything I have, but it's not all fire brew. I'll be back. Pass that around.
Okay.
Just to hype up.
Just to warn you ahead of time, our festival starts at sundown, so be hasty.
What time is it?
Yeah, you're looking and it's getting.
You looked at your wrist like you have something there. You got a little sundial.
You notice Dave wants to look at her wrist, and you're noticing the shadow of her horn. And she's doing this.
It's a full arm. We've got a lot of time.
The sun would be facing her backside to like where the shadow is on her wrist, and she lifts it up until the tip of the horn is at a certain point, and that's how she tells how close it is to nightfall. It's actually fairly decent, right?
Oh my goodness.
So whenever my arm hair's showing, we've got about 2 hours left. Okay. Anyways, okay, y'all venture off, guys.
I also
villains.
tell Dave to bring the fish.
What?
Bring the bag of colding and the fish.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all are moving back to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I basically kind of had to ask what a fair price for the alcohol is because I have no idea.
I'll let y'all work that out.
That's true.
Y'all are in the middle of whatever y'all are doing, and Dave, jumps out from behind one of the buildings and like rushes over and like puts her thing down, and starts going through her bottles and freaking her alcohol and everything.
Taking
else.
bottles out of her bag.
She's like pulling this aside,
Trying to inventory what's in the bag.
and then she's grabbing her other bag and trying to like work the ice out of it and trying to get to see what she's got like in there too. And you're watching her methodically go through her inventory of stuff.
Dumb bovine.
You lose something? Maybe your mind.
I got you in mind.
What's this accent I picked up all of a sudden?
Maybe it's the local.
Yeah.
While Dave's going through the bags, I'll be like, so we've kind of inserted ourselves into...
I'm sure Dave's inserted herself into plenty of things.
No, not that way.
I'm sorry.
Inserted ourselves into the festival.
Okay.
In terms of
Dave's decided to become a bartender.
I don't know how that helps.
You
us.
feel you guys
It will
you feel an
help
arm over your
loosen
shoulder,
lips
and then a
as
guy's
to
going, "Yeah, this lady here has got some good swill on her."
Maybe
There's a bottle.
I cover the stuff.
There's a bottle in his hand, and he's like, it's got a peppermint, like almost like a fireball scent to it. Kind of like.
I'll just kind of.
Oh,
Here.
thank you, brother. I don't think I could have gotten off there by myself.
Here, more for you. Go to hand it
Drink another on me.
Did you make this?
back. She did.
Another one of Dave's. I'm grateful. And he's like fucking.
So
It's the same model.
I'll huddle the three of us back up again.
Well, so if we can, I didn't bring it up earlier. I've got
This works to our favor. This works into our previous plan.
an actual tent that's bigger on the inside. I would have brought it for this mission.
Okay, so we're inside the tent. just
So
playing.
presumably we're just back, behind the tree line, and I've pitched a tent.
Okay.
It's the tent of
More
luxury.
council tables.
Yeah, I got a tent of
You can go
luxury.
inside of it. It's like super wide inside.
It's
like
40 feet
lavish.
square.
This guy's inside there with you. Is like, wow, this is a nice house you got here.
Yeah. I don't remember going into a house.
I was just following my good friend
Close the door.
Dave.
You shove him out and shut the door.
Like, shut him out, shut the door.
And you hear like the curtain shut, and he's like, I was just and he's like gone.
Yeah.
Should I take care of this?
So, Greg was
he seemed
telling
too
us that
inebriated
you
to
know
notice.
of the wife to be, Cindy, and her entourage, which is some sprinters up. So we was thinking, while we go to meet this Prince of Tiamat to discuss things, you and Gray go off with Cinderella and this princess elf, catch up on old times.
Gray, you can see Gray pondering something for a second, and he glances over at Dave, and he glances at everybody, and he's like, or Dave can just get them blackout drunk, and we don't have to fuck with them at all.
The sprinters, are they here tonight or arriving in the morning?
I have one.
They're arriving in the morning.
thing to knock anybody
Oh, no,
out,
he'll be
and then
home.
I don't want to knock everybody else out.
So they're at the
Festival is
festival.
supposed to be for their
Okay,
arrival.
so they're at the festival.
Sounds like we're gonna have a great party.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't be opposed to
What is greater? What is greater?
seeing opera again.
Target.
Yes.
He smiled widely.
Just a creature I touch.
So an unconscious.
She did say she had a sister named Beery. Are you interested?
It only lasts.
He's looking at another tiefling, like tiefling to tiefling.
We're here to party for now.
You just want to knock. I mean, please, if they're
Have you
unconscious.
had any since you've been?
I just tell him to be quiet, and I over to the two professionals.
What?
So, nothing happened.
Gerald,
Shut
I have
up.
an idea with this.
Okay.
If Dave can get them drunk enough,
Yes.
then Padishar over here can cast invisibility. I can take out this prince's unconscious body.
Or we just.
But I can take the item and then dispose of the contract
Perfect.
while they're unconscious.
And then this Ico over here we can brainstorm with just in case there's any mishaps in our theories.
I'm gonna try this. Okay. What?
Go bartend.
I'm gonna go find that person with all the
Can you
drinks and
make
stuff.
any more?
Yeah, I can make more. If they give me. Yeah.
How much time is it until sundown?
You can see if anybody in the group has materials for.
I have my own.
But I don't know if you have enough.
Place to do it.
You have everything you need inside the tent.
Oh, sir.
Yes, the tent comes with its own supplies.
Just see her going through boxes, opening lids. Not what I need.
You
Not
can't
what I
use the
need.
supplies, but you can use the
character are
tools.
you playing?
Okay. Yeah, I have my own supplies.
Yeah.
It's got food for 8 people flat.
How many can you make in 2 hours? Because you have 2 hours. When you did your arm hair thing and your horn in the light
That's so
to see what time it was, you've got about 2 hours of daylight left. Is what you gather.
I gotta roll for it, so.
Nave lifts her arm up. She says, usually whenever I have arm hair showing, it means that I have like 2 hours of daylight left when my shadow is on the
So I got
horn shadow is on my forearm.
Built-in sundial.
Oh!
Dylan was talking to the thing and he looked at his arm and I'll be right back. Like he had a watch on. So we turned it into a sundial.
Should I bring Gray in on this? No.
So I got 4 more drinks.
Huh? Gray was with you guys, I thought. Oh, he was with us?
I dismissed him to go have fun
Oh, yeah. Okay, then.
since he was talking. And then
I
he
didn't
did,
know you dismissed him.
I said, he's like, can I, she seemed fun and she has this go. And then he's like, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'll go find the contractor and be like, all right, so I have this much to
And
drink. I can
follow
set it
him
up on the booth.
Or out.
Since, you know, the town, I guess you're giving away most of your refreshments and stuff for the party for
Dave
free.
runs out of the tent, runs out there, and he's all like,
I assume that, I guess the town could reimburse me for supplies, and then we could just offer our product to anyone who would like to try it.
yeah, so what would be the price of your services for the evening?
10,000 gold should cover it.
Holy shit.
And I will go ahead and roll for
I
that.
do not tell him 10,000
He
gold.
coughs a little bit.
Straight up.
I tell him 100 platinum.
100 platinum. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 105.
Translate 100. He starts to cough, and then like he hears you, and he's like, you know, it kind of like gives a confused look for a moment, and then straightens his face.
I seem to think it's the same number.
She's in dragon. She's speaking in Draconic, so you don't know what she's saying at all.
Oh yeah, wow, she's really backing me up on this.
Which is only like 1,000
Should have
gold.
just did the wrong thing. She just should have.
There's no way I'm charging this town 10,000 gold for your drinks. Not happening.
Dude, I was trying to rob the town, get them all drunk,
yeah.
so you could rob the town, and then we could leave. The town
This is
seems
a
to be
tiny
coming up
town. This is a
economy.
tiny town.
Go
I
for
am proud.
5,000. Go for 5. Because it's
You
a lot of
don't even
alcohol.
know.
It's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, but you.
But I don't know what
So
the value of it
Dabe,
is.
so
So
Dabe.
I would tell you it would take about 2 weeks to make this much alcohol.
So this
Maybe
is
this is
like
my-
Dabe in the moment of thinking about it, you're like, okay, I always know that when Tabor does these things, he overshoots and then comes
That's
down
why I
a little
did
bit.
that.
And then but instead of just overshooting, you overshot.
like over the moon shot.
Reported.
So between
And a sample of the other things that I serve.
You don't negotiate
And
until they're
some
sloshed.
sushi and some more drinks.
okay,
Yeah,
and-
while we were in the tent, I made a few sushi rolls too.
what other services render? Just the drink serving and food serving.
Food, drinks. I could do entertainment if you have a boxing
no.
ring.
Boxing ring? Oh, fighting! I don't know. Do we have any warriors that would... you're kind of a woman of stature. I'm not too entirely sure we have any warriors that could...
You're Dragonborn. You're a hardy race. I'm sure that you find plenty of warriors.
Excuse me?
Not dragonborn.
Half dragons or whatever.
They are dragonkin. I do not tell him dragonborn. I translate it as dragonkin. I know better. I do not translate what he says as dragonborn. I say dragonkin.
Must be a mix-up in translation. Because he can understand common, but you're translating, so he's assuming that you
You're
know
making it sound
common better than he does.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's it.
So
Because he's rusty on his.
yeah,
I don't look like I've offended anyone at all. I'm just like,
no. Roll me a persuasion check. I would have given you disadvantage for saying Dragonborn, but since she smoothed it over, it's a normal roll.
Her held action
No, I would not say dragonborn. I know how vain dragons are.
She, so he leans back and he ponders for a moment. I tell you what.
and if you don't have one warrior good enough, throw in two. Better the shot.
You have another?
No, I'm saying you can throw 2 on me. Better the show.
Take on 2 at a time.
Women in your culture do that.
Do you see this physique?
They went down to Mexico.
I can demonstrate.
You are so not there. You can laugh your ass off all you want to over there.
It's only the 2?
Germany.
Oh, I will not fight. Just
With
starving.
Bob's toys combined.
Not always. Not so many other
I will serve food and drinks.
Very well.
Food isn't the count.
I do need you to roll me an insight check.
That's
from
what she does.
the ship.
My bad.
What? Insight from the ship.
From the ship the day before. The fight the day before.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh, with the dragon?
You want to try to get points right now?
No, because as you've got everything, like you pulled everything out. You didn't ask how many bottles you actually had. You just assumed you had 25. You have 26.
Oh, well, 29, so now 30.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You have an extra bottle.
16.
Dave, you do remember Dave saying she had 25 bottles. You also remember yesterday her using a potion on a creature and that potion bottle disappearing. And now Dave has 1 extra alcohol bottle.
Oh no.
Dude.
Judge back.
No, don't even say anything. Just let him rage
If
on
Judge Ward
the
shows up in the
town.
festival,
Just let him
turn the
just
town
let him have
against
some
him.
fun.
Oh my gosh.
Distraction.
16
Yes.
is my insight.
You remember yesterday
I love Judge.
about them talking about the potion bottle and everything else. And
Metagame nerd goes,
you
drink
you
tonight.
might think that Dave may have discounted, but you're paying attention to the way she does things, and she's very meticulous about the alcohol specifically.
Okay. But I noticed that there was an extra
There's
one
an
when
extra
she
bottle
was.
of her stuff, yeah, when she's sorting it out.
Okay.
Must be more graveyard juice.
Oh my goodness.
Something.
By the way, I have 5 graveyards, and those are the ones I'm going to hand to the highest constitution people.
Yeah, the Prince of Dragons.
Yeah. Well, they're all dragons, but this is who fuck most of them up.
Prince of Dragons. That's who you want to give it to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's our target.
Okay, so you have a couple hours to get set up. When the bonfire is lit, the festival starts. Do you need payment now or after?
Payment up front would
Now,
be.
yeah. That's
Or,
customary.
give me about a good. Give me a little bit, and I'll bring the platinum out.
Okay, we have a tent set up, and I point to where we came from.
Okay,
That's where you can find.
just to be certain, you do have companions with you.
Yes, we do.
I don't. So
Yes, we're not
this
there,
is
so
typically.
There are 3 others.
So this is typically an
And I give a-
inside.
Brief description of each of them.
This is typically an inside festival, so we typically don't allow outsiders in during the festival. But since you guys are offering a service, and I am quite fond of this. What did you say? This fire
Firebird.
brew, and as you're pulling the graveyard set, he's like, "What is that?" He's like,
Put him a little shot of that.
"Okay,
Fuck the fishing stores.
what
Oh
would
my
be the
goodness.
flavor of this one like that?"
The graveyard brew tastes like.
Like, grapes gone hard. Grapes gone really, really, really bad.
Hardcore.
Like a very
Hardcore
sweet-
wine.
Okay. He, does his old little investigation again. This time he kind of like sticks his tongue out to it a little bit, like, and then he just throws it back.
Oh goodness.
Ooh,
For him.
He sees Dave go, oh,
He's like, "That's a little warm going down. I like it." And he shimmers a little bit, gets a little bit of rosy cheeks for a second, and then he's, "I like it. It's pretty good. I'm sure I'll probably have some more this evening."
Careful, that sneaks up on you.
I have a familiar.
I look forward to it. Not much does.
Quick question. Does Padishar,
We're just gonna make our own
I'm assuming Padishar's already got
Um,
it. Does Padishar canonically use a familiar?
That's why I'm trying to get
He's
like
got
this
access
hyped
to the
up
spell.
while we're here
Right.
to get the word of mouth out.
You can, yeah. Padishar's familiar is a bone imp.
Bone imp?
It's an imp.
Ew.
It's an imp that's bones, but it's got a fire. It's got a fire elemental's soul, so it's like a little fire.
Okay.
So, Aiko actually
Is that
tells.
a regular stat block I can find? Do you,
Huh?
Can I find that stat block online?
It's using the imp.
Oh, it's just okay. It's just a regular imp.
I tell Miyako to stay here with the dragon, and I tell him that he can give the bag of coin to the familiar, and it'll come back to me.
Hello, little fella. It's like
This is Miyako.
it's a pseudo dragon, right?
Kind of a foxy-looking dragon with
Okay.
tails. Has she
You're,
has
you're
yeah.
a breed I've not seen before. He's like smiling and like kind of in a sophisticated way. You can tell that he's a little bit more, a little bit more warmly and friendly than he was when you guys were talking to him and everything else.
It's like a puppy.
No, this is not. I'm not talking about like just his general demeanor is a little bit more warmly and friendly. Like he's feeling it,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
just a little bit. He rolled really good on his Constitution.
Yeah.
So,
It is a pseudo dragon, but it's more of like its own variety of pseudo dragon. Looks more foxy.
Okay, well, I will be back. Get with your companions and
Has
make sure they
scaly feet
understand
and claws.
what's going on. And yeah, well, our village has an overabundance of women, unfortunately for you. But if your friends are of the male persuasion, I'm sure they can partake in some of the, if the women so choose.
Will it be dangerous for the men?
Probably more or less than normal.
It's not the teeth, is it?
Normal is a weird word.
I'm still
Yeah,
translating.
he kind of smiles. He's like, "You're at a Halfdragon festival.
Mm-hmm.
Things may get a little heated."
Die. These women are gonna eat them alive.
First snack.
I'm not too worried about
Yeah, you're safe.
them.
Neither am I. Okay. I don't feel like we should warn them.
Okay, so y'all go back. Do y'all go back to the tent? And,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Get
start
stuff ready. Got
prepping.
about 2 more hours.
And I'm gonna make as many sushi rolls and onigiri and
I will hand you
takoyaki and everything that I
all
can.
the stuff.
I'm gonna bring Aiko into the fold, so I'll kind of like while Dade is like busy doing her stuff,
Good fish.
I'll kind of just get close to Aiko and quietly so Dade can't hear. I'll just be. So Dade is going to bartend tonight.
I'm not bartending.
Actually, Dante will be
Performing.
performing in a fight ring while I serve.
You might want to lean back a little bit so that you can go like.
That works out even better. Try to serve the strong stuff to the target. As if
I
you
understand.
can.
I will keep it on the down low.
Because if we can, then we're going to try and get them wasted. And then we'll try and sneak him out. And I'll try to acquire the item and the secondary objective at the same time.
And we have we have a description of the guy that we're looking for, so I know what our target is.
Okay.
He's a,
Right?
He's a Halfdragon, black dragon.
Okay.
He has a black dragon that he rides.
Okay, so we know he'll kind of show up.
It'll be
Flashily.
Yeah, okay.
that, and preferably also get the target's wife to be an entourage blackout drunk as possible. That way they do not intervene if things go AWOL.
Direct them to Dave if you can. We've learned
Dave
that,
is acquainted with them.
I will make sure that they meet.
that's good. And that confirms the plan for tonight. Make sure that you have this invisibility spell ready.
It's pretty crazy how them being in the other room and
And then our
us,
plan
and
still
it
works.
still comes together, huh? It's pretty awesome.
Well, we kind of had a adapt plan to y'all, because we're like, all right, if we do this and we do that, then we come back, we're like, y'all are like, here's what we're gonna do. And we're like, all right, the whole time we're like, if we do this instead,
Plan
Wow.
C.
We were like, do you got wall of stone? No, I do not.
What the fuck kind of caster are you?
That says to Pat and Dave Sundial. Thank you for that. All right. So y'all spend the next, like, Dave can't really pay attention to what you guys are talking about right now anyway. She's too busy trying to make extra drinks, extra stuff.
Well, this
Are you
happened.
doing more of the sushi rolls while Dave's preparing the drinks?
Yeah, I'm preparing as much food as I can. That's, you know, it's gonna be spicy. It's gonna, you know, they're gonna be like volcano rolls and all
I'm gonna
sorts
need to
of
make you guys, have
spicy
you guys
mayo.
make
And
a series of rolls. Have you made these before?
oh yes,
Can I help?
oh yes.
You can do.
Remember when she was
Yes. So
she was
for the
cooking for the.
cooking in this particular one.
Oh, use this pan.
okay, let's
You
see.
need a
So
pan.
I'm gonna have you. So you have cooking as a. You've done this before, so I would give you a D6 for this.
Because I was in the captain's house.
We're
You're a
doing.
cook too.
We're doing the Savage World rules for professions like that.
Okay.
So you'll get a D6 plus your luck dice,
Oh my
and
gosh.
then you get to add Dave. Dave gets to roll to help you.
That's only if I roll.
Okay.
If you accept Dave's help, you get a third dice. Now, if either one of yours or Dave's dice,
Explode.
if either one of them roll a 1, you guys fail. But if either one of them explode,
If I can roll it,
you get to take that one dice instead.
What am I rolling for the health die? Or what is she rolling?
You're rolling your cooking dice, but you don't roll the D6 because you're helping.
But this is already hit him.
Oh.
DC 15.
So it's your cook dice. I think your cook dice is a D8.
right, I mean, that's
Dave is supplying me with the materials
Right,
and
right.
helping me that way.
Suggestions and whatnot.
Yeah,
And
yeah, but you're busy doing your alcohol
slicing
stuff,
and-
so you can't cook yourself.
Yeah.
You can only, you
He's
can,
supplying
so-
me with materials.
yeah,
What am I
So
rolling?
the-
an 8?
just a D8. And separate your luck die from your,
They're different colors.
okay,
This is my luck die.
just to make sure.
So I'm going to consider this as
Oh, that was
prepping
a
for
six.
battle.
Both of
Now,
them are
Nice.
roll
sixes.
both of them. Roll both of
So,
them.
Nice.
so luck die is a 5, regular die is a 3 on that.
So question.
Okay, so which one you weren't taking the luck dice? So you you start to mix the spices in, and you're at one point in time you're like unsure about the quantity for the spice, and you think you've got enough of it to where it would be a good taste, and then from over your shoulder, Dave like moves back with her bottle, and she bumps it, and you pour a little bit more. But when you taste it, it tastes a little bit better than what you would thought it would. So, lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, and then do for the alcohol stuff, and you'll have to roll again for three different things, or 3 different things you should make.
Okay.
You said you were making 3 different
Yeah,
kinds.
sushi, onigiri, and what else did I say? Oh, takoyaki.
Okay.
It's staggered.
Yeah, volcano rolls on the sushi.
And you get to roll yours for
No,
for
it's
that
bonus action.
for her too.
So I just do
Does E8?
basically till his openings.
Onigiri.
No
on mine,
reaction,
right?
so if he wakes up, he can't fucking scream, no nothing, get another round of
If you roll it.
No, but you did pass. So you did manage to make it. With an explosion, you have
Do you need help? Because I
Like-
think I can do.
I would say it's like
I'll
a
give you
Inspiration.
inspirational.
Like, oh,
Because it's like this drink, this
And he's
spicy
prone. And he's prone.
with what you guys are wanting to do, I'll say will make people want to drink a little bit of alcohol.
Turn to dust.
yeah, it has a little bit of a salt quality to it, so it makes you want to drink.
Now let's go ahead and do the
That was a 4 on my onigiri. So the first one was sushi. The
Well, she
second one
rolled a
is
6, so you can take hers as it instead of the 4. But I mean, it
Okay.
doesn't matter. It's still 6. Now your third one?
so for the takoyaki.
I spend
What did you roll on here?
Seven.
Also,
I love takoyaki. It's so good.
Sorry, I'm making sure we can still hear y'all.
5.
Okay, so you managed to make the takoyaki too. You're banking on the first whatever you made 1st, the spicy
Yeah, volcano rolls.
the spicy volcano rolls. You're banking on that as being your main thoroughfare for the evening. You can do your alcohol now if you want to.
I rolled that earlier.
Okay.
Unless you.
No.
Unless I can make more.
You,
I figured out was you making.
you made 30 bottles, right? You have 30.
Well, I made 4 extras, so I had 29. And
So you got 30. 34.
In addition,
okay.
Oh,
No, the 4 was extra.
okay, yeah. So it's 30. You have 30 now.
you can't even do multi-attack.
Sorry.
When it's cleansed.
Okay. Y'all watching them go to work and getting the stuff
I don't
together.
even think we're paying attention.
Yeah,
We're
we're
just like,
finalizing our plan.
Gray's
hashing
kind
stuff out.
of like he's come back and he's like paying attention to Dalvance the stuff. Like, hey, they've got a lot of stuff. Do you guys think we should help them take it to where they're supposed to go?
Oh, of course. We have to present ourselves at the festival
Okay.
and be married.
I won't be.
Of course, it's best if you stay hidden.
Are we looking to ingratiate ourselves beforehand?
Is he in the kitchen?
You got this.
It's an open concept tent.
Oh, so it's like open concept tent.
Well, there's no
The
wall.
kitchen
so
is
it
like
is.
that corner over there.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just 40 square feet. And it's,
It
there's a
becomes what
kitchen.
you need it to be.
There is,
That's
the only secluded area is the changing and restroom area.
Yeah, so like if you think you need something and you turn around and you're like, oh, there it is.
Nice. I like this tent.
I can't have my tent.
We'll see.
Since we
We'll
were
see.
prepping, I did prep for battle, and we get 22 temporary HP until our next long rest.
So, just to clarify, are we going to do this
You can
tonight?
eat.
Or we do this in the morning?
Tonight.
Okay.
Probably kind of before morning
Well,
break, whenever we definitely
late evening, possibly early morning,
I got
depending on how
20
the
temporary
celebration
trees.
goes.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel supposed to have something.
Preferably when the
I was just saying that I can give you guys a temporary HP too, but it wouldn't override what you already
No,
have.
we get 22 from his
because we did prep for battle. We
Wow.
spent at least a minute, and then I expended 5 D8s of my leadership guys to give us temporary HP.
Can you do 5 or I thought it was max? There's a max.
This is not during combat. Prep leadership. You can spend a minute to 5 allies and spend a number equal to your turn. Oh, per turn limit. I can't do 5.
So 3.
I think it's 3 for you right now.
Yeah, 3 per turn.
Okay. So
I got 20
that
temporary.
that just means you don't expend that many. You have those 2 extra that you can still use later.
Well, I have 15 in total.
I know, dude. That's
They
all.
go fast.
That's all your bread and butter. That's like the monk stuff that your character can do.
Sometimes I would just like to cash in my chips in one bit.
Man, I get it.
Just
So it'll be 15.
Speaking of said things, y'all never got these.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan's first.
And do you want
Nice.
it gives you temporary HP?
Sure.
Okay.
I trust you guys. I'm not worried about it. And it's Dylan.
It's just
then
4
it's Lee,
temporary
and then
HP,
it's-
but
Okay, that's cool.
and
Nice.
then at any time you can spend
Well,
the
I mean-
reaction to
Dylan.
regain
What's
1
the command again?
HP.
Legendary save.
Especially when we're dealing with.
What's the blue
Well,
one?
I mean, I just kind of saved
It's
the
a-
courthouse, so.
Y'all are getting some nice ones.
3, right?
Did you get the purple one?
No, the nugget.
I
The
can't.
purple.
I can't see in the light. It
3
just
white.
recognizes the shape of it.
Okay.
No, you can't have any. Then denied. White or just re-rolls, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some pretty good ones though. Some blues and greens.
2 greens. Yeah. 2 whites as well.
All right.
I think exactly what I got.
Are the black ones still in there?
Yeah, I know it. I just don't.
No one
I got my
grabbed
initial
one.
handful.
Are the black ones still in there?
Yeah.
I don't. Oh,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
black
so-
ones are just the duds.
Yeah,
You
but
didn't
are they? Like no one got a black one.
No, we just missed them.
There's only 2.
We didn't take any
I
out.
thought there were more.
No,
I thought he added some.
I don't know.
So there's 2 black ones and 1 purple.
What's the purple?
That's the moat.
Get a mode of eternity,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
and you're the only one that can actually cash in on the mode of
I
eternity.
know. We'd be like, this is cool. I don't know what to do with it.
Turn it to Dave.
Oh, well, I would give it a Dave.
Yeah.
Well, y'all's
Yeah,
characters wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah,
so
Ix-
It's just like,
General Ix would love
it would,
it.
for you guys, it would be a black chip.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, essentially.
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay. So y'all spend y'all's time getting things together. Y'all, are any of you guys going to check out the town or whatnot?
I've checked it out.
The thing is, do they, in the town, do they speak mostly common or draconic?
Mostly.
Mostly
How are
draconic.
they about outsiders?
That's where it is.
They
Okay.
don't like me.
So we need to ingratiate ourselves with the town a little bit.
But you're men,
What does that mean?
so you have
town
a
is
better
predominantly
chance to be accepted.
Oh, okay. So this is a good thing.
Long rest is 8 hours, right?
Yes.
Short rest is a couple, yes?
You can take a short rest, 30 minutes to 2 hours.
Yeah, you
Okay,
really?
so I have
You get
this
caught.
thing
Deniable.
I can make looks.
that's better than your little treats.
Oh, yeah. I
It's called Celestial Resilience.
The only thing
It says after a short or long rest, you gain 19 temporary hit points and you can choose up to 5 creatures to receive 12 temporary hit points each. So I will do that.
This guy from wherever he is.
Yeah, I think he already did the temporary hit points though.
But for her and her familiar,
Yeah, those were just for us.
Okay.
because they did that on the
Okay.
So,
I'll have a minute.
You could store the tree, you know.
All right.
eat it later
So what are you guys
if needed.
doing? Because now they're still preparing stuff. So
I'll send my imp out disguised as a local bird. I don't know, they have just whatever the regular bird around here is, a raven.
Maybe gets eaten by the fucking little
I know,
dragon
it's
that
like, it's
swoops out
gonna
of
get-
nowhere.
I know. Just kind of just see the layout of the town. How big is it? Is there like a main road? Is it all pretty spaced
yeah,
out?
it's like your old style medieval town that's like they're not
They didn't
very
share their temporary hit
far
points with
like
us.
advanced or anything like that. There's no
And you can
from what you can see.
Actually, I got 20.
There's not really much like
well, then I will just keep the 19 for myself and 12 for mine.
like the advances that have happened in the last 100 years doesn't seem to be
Present here?
at all.
Okay.
But the town is growing. You can definitely tell there's houses being built around the outskirts. There's to the east side of town. There is a wooded area that's been vacated and like set up for new housing and new zoned areas or whatnot. This community is definitely on the verge of like. From your experience and whatnot from
You
civilization,
might get your ass handed to you.
this town is on the verge of like a population explosion.
Okay.
Looks like.
And I would like to
Diversify those
locate,
genetics.
locate where the main festival is going to be held. Where?
There's a center of town.
Okay.
You can actually see where they're setting up where you think Dave is going to be at.
Okay. I have a question, Dave. Did you tell them? What did you tell them why you were in the area? Did they not ask?
Actually, I answered that question.
Oh, okay.
I told them that
rolling
we
for
were
it?
here to observe their festival and to provide services for them.
Okay.
So, not wearing armor.
Where is your stall gonna be set up?
When you did your scout around, you see them putting like taking large posts and putting them into the ground and wrapping ropes into like a square or some sort of like arena in a dirt open area or whatnot. You're not entirely sure but it's something you've seen in towns where people do street
Okay.
fights and.
I'll let them know. And so, are we planning to intercept them as they head back to their home?
That would be great.
That's kind of the idea. Maybe catch them on the way there or once they get there. So I'd like to scout out where they're,
Going
where
to your
this
island.
place is compared to where the town is. You know, is it just on the outside?
No, it's in like the area where they're setting everything up is like town center, and then on the north side of the town is where the town seems to like go elevation wise and start to work its way up into the mountains. And there's a trail that looks like it's been. How do you explain? It's like you would be walking towards a shrine, and then there's a cave
Okay.
at the top end of the
A
trail.
well-worn trail into the mountainside.
Yeah, and there's like a cave up there, and it looks like there's some like blue flames that are mounted on braziers.
Okay.
What we could do is me and you changing into more servant clothing, or clothing that is not definitely armor. Looks like they're not for combat reasons, and then we can make sure that the Prince of the Dragons receives some of Dave's finest and toughest stuff.
I think we could do that.
Graveyards.
I'll ditch the splint and I'll
we'll
keep my
grab
robes on.
How many graveyard or a crate of some of your fine beverages and
I got 5 graveyards, and I told her to save at least one for the main guy. Anyone else that looks like a problem.
Okay. Just so
Tough are they?
Just so we say this, giving them the same information you have. Y'all didn't mention any organizations, just that y'all were here
Yeah, just me.
to observe and
It's
participate.
Dave, I'm setting up. I heard there was a party. I want to partake in the party. Plus,
Okay.
I wanted services, and I'm trying to get money.
Gotcha.
I figured that was a good story.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. I just wanted to make sure that what we tell them
the tactic
doesn't,
books written by Tabor.
Yeah.
what we tell them doesn't conflict with your already existing story.
Okay.
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 So I guess the easiest thing is to act as part of their entourage.
And the best way to scout the place would be to deliver.
That too. Yeah, bring some in. I can act as a front man.
Alright, I'm gonna be
And
looking.
I will just be the person that can carry stuff since you're a twig.
I'm not a twig. I'm probably stronger than you.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty strong. You're the twig here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for egress
You're all
points
twiggy.
from Dave's stall into.
I mean, egress points.
So I need a place that I can remove something and place it in a hidden location.
Okay. So the problem with that is it's going to be in the stall's kind of in the center of town, out in like the wide open area where they do their like. As you're checking it out, you're kind of noticing that the area is a tribal type area. So it's like wide open area where they do their festivals and stuff like
You
that.
can be
There's
in
not-
charge of removing the drunk people that
There's
fall
not
over.
much like hidden in this
Push the
area,
drunks off.
and then
And, you know,
this
pick up
open
everyone.
area comes open to the northern side where the cave is. So it's like a way for them to worship and then check out their wherever their leaders.
Probably gonna want to intercept
leader is.
them
What
on
are
the
they
way back,
worshiping?
not in the middle of town.
The son of
Way
Tiamat.
back to the
Yeah.
Oh, that's who they're worshiping? The
I mean,
guy?
why wouldn't they? They're half dragons.
Half dragons.
Your drinks,
And
your
they're all
graveyard.
chromatics or
What color is that? Just a dark gray kind of
Yeah,
liquid to
gray.
match? Okay. Then can I see one
Yeah,
of
it
those?
looks
there's
like this.
metallics that are
Okay.
also serving.
I'd want
some
to-
Tiamat?
So half dragons and dragonborns and dragoons are different when they come to the good, bad, and all that stuff. Like the metallic, but not doesn't mean as much to the half dragons because they're already half of what they actually
You're
are.
trying to.
And
So I can
with their
drink.
society, they've learned that
That's
those
the next
prejudices
step.
are what set the other ones apart, and they try to stay away from that. So.
Okay.
Aiko, would you be able to produce a drink that looks like the graveyard and a couple others that I could have with me to drink, but still keep my wits about me while I speak with people here?
I think Dave has some empty bottles with those labels on them,
Fill one with water.
and you can
Well-
put whatever you wish in them.
Are they amber bottles?
Huh?
Are they amber bottles? Can they be seen through like the liquid, the color of the liquid inside?
Yeah. I mean, but some of the liquids that I have are clear like water.
Well, that's
Like moonshine.
I know. Okay, as long as that's
Basically,
something I
change the
can-
label to the
Yeah.
ones that are more clear.
Perfect.
When we just bring an Everclear to the fucking party.
Yeah.
You might actually get my one Everclear drink. so
No,
try
no, no.
not to.
I'll get an empty one.
Yeah, we want
Might
Wash it.
actually get the one bottle you don't want to get too.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'll get an empty one. Wash it.
Wait,
Put water in
I
it.
thought I only had one bottle of Everclear. Score.
Did you mix Judd into the punch?
You were gonna taste the Judd. You were gonna taste the Judd. You were gonna taste the Judd.
What would
It's a bunch
happen?
Oh my god, if everybody took a drink of
Got
Judd!
spiked. Little Judds everywhere.
Little Judds. Introducing Little Judd.
Oh my god.
Judd,
that's
I kind of want to do it just to see what happens now.
Junior.
Punch bowl.
Look, Everclear, guys.
It's not the jungle juice, it's the Judd juice.
He pulls both bottles to ensure. One of them pours like liquid, the other one just like
Stupid drunk
sloshes
when he
it.
goes up.
You know, like these people drink it, and you see them all like start pushing together in a mosh pit.
Well, that takes care of the popular.
Thanks, Judd!
What do we spike the drinking water with Judd?
If Judd does show up, though, that'd be perfect distraction.
It would
Maybe
be.
you've got a fighting arena, and Judd likes to fight.
Oh shit, Judd whooped my ass.
Slash!
Judd whooped my ass, by the way.
Last couple rounds. So
I could last a couple of rounds, but Judd will whoop my ass.
He won't
He's
kill
got
you,
like
right?
3 times my HP.
He won't kill you, right?
No,
I'd bet it's
probably not.
So
It would not be a pretty fight.
time is waning. Y'all are running out of time for the festival.
Well, Gray's gonna start helping me move stuff and
Yeah.
can get his little archery bitches to do.
Archery?
I probably could, but
Didn't he have like a little entourage of
No,
archers?
he doesn't right now.
I
Because
thought he had 2.
no, they almost died during the last conflict.
sleeping powder.
Get him some new archer boys.
We'll go into town delivering stuff. I'll speak with the whoever is like organizing everything. Just see if I can see what's going on. Just get myself an in using Dave.
Okay, so you come into town, and as you exit the tent, you feel that arm over your shoulder again. And you're like, "Hey, Fred, welcome back. I couldn't get back in whenever your friend pushed. He shut the door on me.
It was an accident.
Not very nice. Hey,
Should I kill this guy?
this is look."
Hey, let
And he
me.
turns the bottle, and it's like it's just.
Hey, that happens, but come with me. We're gonna head back into town. I'll get you another drink.
Oh, such a nice guy. I like you out of towners. They're like really.
Yeah. Briefly, Patrick's like, should I kill this guy? Nah, I need him.
Padishard is without a thrall, and you can feel that you can make this.
That's, I can use a thrall. We make it back to town.
Yeah.
What? Do I have
Throw all this
You
motherfucker?
can do your soul touch on him, like the hand thing. The soul, I think it's a soul strike or something like that that he has on your front page. It's one of your melee. It's a melee touch that you do.
I got nothing in the bag.
Yeah, it's in that area. I think it gives you life when you use it.
Yeah, you probably won't.
If I seen the name of it, I can be
I
able to.
know I have an ability that gives me life whenever I use it.
Soul Harvest. No.
No, it's
Sorry.
not that one.
It didn't click with me for a second that was a great. I thought you just tried to get a dice.
It's called Life Tap. It's Life Tap.
Life tap. Okay. Right here on the front.
Yeah, it's small.
Oh, life tap. Here we go.
I know Ayako was gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you?
I do it.
You're just gonna like as you roll me an attack roll real quick.
And this is a spell attack.
Yeah. It's a melee spell attack too.
The best kind.
I know. Oh, yeah. Like 32.
Yeah. Roll your damage.
You miss.
You, as you, as,
If I can get a 20, then I can.
38 plus my charisma.
Quit villainy.
No, absolutely not.
You're not here. Shush.
He made me this way.
Never allow me to play
25.
villains. I enjoy it too much.
you feel the life leave
should make
his
a villain
body
arc next
as
time.
his already loose limbs kind of go limp and even looser over your shoulder. And
Gross.
I was like, shh. I like briefly cradle him. And then, draw out his soul.
okay, as you
Hold on to that.
As you
Drop
do,
his body, hold his soul.
you find yourself with the knowledge of who he is. Through his life, he was the son of one of the elders, never really lived up to what they deemed he was able to. His name was Draxon. And
He's a
now,
replacement for fucking Damakos, and he just stole him from us. Homie would have fit in.
you know now that like enough about him to be able to keep himself in most cases. Now,
Okay.
if people,
Can he still speak Draconic?
yes,
Okay.
if people directly confront him though, they may become. They roll against your spell casting modifier to see if they can tell there's something wrong with him.
Okay.
And with that, with you taking the soul of an individual and inserting,
I would do that. Just briefly, just drop the body and hold the soul in my hands to treasure it because it is still a soul, but then also to gain its knowledge that they've accumulated. And then I clasp it, and it's gone.
yeah, and then the body starts to move again. It pushes itself back up. It starts to like slosh back around.
It's still heavily drunk.
I know.
It's still fucked up.
Hey, Master, how you doing?
Hi. Call me Padishar.
Whatever you say, man.
That'll do.
Master Shar.
We're heading back to town.
Oh yeah, sure. I got you. Hey guys, this is my good friend,
Master.
Shar. Do you want them to know your last name or no?
They don't even know. We're
Right.
we're only
And
here.
you can
We're
hear
just
the
here.
conversation going on in your head at the same time you're having a conversation with him. But you're in control, but there is a little bit of an incoherence there that's in his mind. He is undead, and he is sentient, but he is your thrall.
What's your last name? Shar. It's Patton Shar.
Anything you ask him to do, he is compelled. Not just compelled, he has to do it until you release him.
Okay. I'll keep him with us. Have him act as like a liaison if I need it. I don't speak Draconic.
The loser of the town is now your.
While he's a thrall of yours, you
Good
can.
enough.
Actually, while he's your thrall, you can because you're sharing his thoughts.
Oh, well, even better. I can speak Draconic now.
Nice.
While he's your thrall.
Yeah.
Once he
That's
dies,
kinda cool.
Yeah.
you screwed the pooch.
Now you did burn a life. I think it's a life tap. I think there's you have a finite amount of them. It's not you don't have them like
Can't redo that
But
all
that's the
time.
best way to do it without actually just damaging the body to where people can tell that it's not.
Oh, and actually, that could be even more.
The downside to the thrall is your healing spells don't work on it.
Yeah. How much was that necrotic damage? 25? Yes, I rolled it. I got 20 and it's plus 5. I get twice as many temporary hit points.
So 50.
Yeah, great.
They don't. They like last a minute though, right? I think it's like a minute, something like that.
I'm gonna stay
It
another
just says you gain twice as many temporary hit points when using this feature.
They stay until long rest.
Yeah, it's a long rest.
All right. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back, and when we get back, the festival will start.
Awesome. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
I've been meaning to ask.
And we're back. So, before we went to break, the party was getting ready to set up a booth for the festival. Some of you had gone out, started trying to plan y'all's evening event.
That's the planning part's done. Now we're just
Execute.
Are y'all now mingling with the crowd?
I'm mingling as much as I can, getting to know anyone important.
Okay.
So he's walking around in the crowd alone? I'm
Not.
just fucking with you.
He's got his thrall.
I get you, but it's
I
gonna
got
be
my
more
thrall
private.
with me, but it's as alone as a.
You see the guy
public
that was
crowd.
hanging all over you is hanging all over Padishard's shoulder. Like with the bottle.
I've got him bringing just water now because I'm tired of a drunk thrall.
That's hilarious.
I'm in the shadows waiting for the prince to arrive.
Okay.
I have a
So
crate on standby.
Coffin.
the
Call this the coffin strat.
as the sun,
Plan C coffin.
what's the phrase for it, settles on the horizon and the sliver of light fades into darkness, y'all begin to notice that there's like a sheen of light that comes off the mountainside around you, the snow and whatnot. And in this ambient, like, twilight hour, you'll see a shadow break across the entire encampment. Everybody cheers loudly, and the
like we have
bonfire
company.
erupts into flame.
Boo. I mean, moo.
And we're leaving.
It's over.
Yeah, so Dave, instantly you are busy because as soon as the campfire lights, everybody is rushing to get their drink. They don't want to be left out. They're grabbing things left and right. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check real quick.
What? I'm just laughing at medicine check. Someone's getting fucked up. Too much.
Well, no, don't be over the sleeping powder that I asked her
1
about.
out of 5
And she
chances.
has, like, probably with, like, I would say she'd have some sleeping pills for somebody, like, to help them rest. But she's gonna try and crunch them up and mix them with some.
Into that graveyard bottle.
And one of the 3 that I have on standby.
Oh, that fucking tree. I don't need these.
Yeah, so there is other booths, and you see, like, there's other, like, Halfdragons out there, and they're like, you know, they're trying to cater their stuff, but instantly the line they just swarmed Dave's booth. They've heard about this new drink and whatnot, and you can get the sense that like there are a few people that are straggling around, going around and the stuff from the other places and whatnot, but they want the new stuff, stuff they've never had before, and your bottles are fucking vacated quickly. You're within the first 15 minutes, you're already down to like 17 bottles left. Like, yeah, I mean, and you're not giving them entire bottles, I assume.
No.
Unnatural 20.
No, it's big bottles.
I give Dave 2 of the graveyards back and the 2 Everclear back.
We're going with the graveyard.
Were those free or for profit? Free, right? Free for the festival?
Yeah, well, she's getting paid by the town, which they already did the exchange and everything else. Which you got the money. You haven't given it to Dave yet. As things start to get going, you get a tap on your shoulder, and as you turn around, Gray's standing there, and he's got this cute little Halfdragon number with his arm over her shoulder, and he kind of like gives you a little bit of a side eye, and like, so I know we had a deal. You okay with bending a few rules?
What rules do I need to bend?
Am I anywhere in
Well, I mean, that depends on where you guys would be with each other, because
I wouldn't be trying to hang out too close. I mean, just close enough to keep an eye on what's going on.
Okay, so roll me a perception check real quick.
but not standing right next to the booth because I would rather be chatting up with other people who seem
I
important.
put the power
You're
in
also
it.
noticing that the hunting party had returned, like right before the thing started.
Okay.
There's 3 like half-dragon hunters and like 8 cats with them. And they've got boars.
Oh shit! Good thing you didn't fight them kitties.
19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. You do notice as Gray is talking to Gerald, there is another half-dragon lady standing off to the side, but she's kind of like you get the sense she's standing shyly to the side where she's out of eye shot, and she's watching the conversation happen and everything else. With the 19 perception, she's more half-dragon-esque than her sister, what appears to be the person that she's with or whatnot, and she's a little bit on the heavy side.
Okay.
So
Chubby.
Gray is
She'll be so
like
happy.
he's like, well, he's trying to like
Sure. I'll bend
All the women in this
I
town.
just hand the bottle over to Aiko.
okay, and he's like yeah, just a couple drinks. I think we'll settle in and I think we'll be fine. And he's like, yeah, would you can bring your sister over here. She'll be fine. And she the little like
Hottie.
yeah, she's like rubbing on Gray and all that stuff, like squeezing in spots that you can see that like his muscles are kind of flexing a little bit. And whatnot.
can't wait
She's
for the
like
same
grabbing a hold of him.
For the mission.
You can she is in no form or fashion even worried about the alcohol. And then she pauses when he mentions it to her, and she leans back and she says, Beery, come on. And then you see, she's a little bit, like, I would say she's
Voluptuous.
she's plump.
Fluffy.
She's got
Curvy.
yeah, very curvy. Instead of more of the human the features, she's got more dragon features and whatnot. She's got horns and
We don't know what this is.
and whatnot. She's very like self-conscious. You can definitely tell she's got this like shy like demeanor, and she's like she nods and she's like, my lady. She tentatively reaches her hand out like this.
So Gray,
Blush.
where are we going to go grab drinks? Pretty sure there's a massive line over here, so let's not try some of the local cuisine.
I'm sure it will be trying. Look,
Gray.
Local buffet.
Gray leans over. Akra, what do you suggest?
Homie can't say I didn't help him.
Uh-huh.
Homie can't say I haven't helped him.
I'm sure you're probably watching from the
He's the
shadows
wingman
somewhere.
tonight.
Yeah, and at this point in time, she's starting to like lean in a little bit and like test the waters of, it's very awkward.
Gerald.
Like it's just like one of those.
She doesn't really know what she's doing.
Yeah, and her sister's all over Gray. She's completely oblivious to whatnot. Gray's like, hey, calm down a little bit.
We're public.
She's a little ravenous.
They're all
You're
thirsty.
noticing you're in public, but the women are all over the men in the town.
Everywhere.
All over the place. And it's like
So it's
like
well
a bunch
accepted.
of high school kids making out and stuff like that. As soon as the alcohol hits, they're
I should be happy that I'm attached right now and not dealing with a horde. Unlike someone
you are
who's
dealing-
going
you
to
are
have
dealing-
Said she's not.
you are dealing with a horde. It's not a horde of enemies.
Yeah.
He didn't add a D to that.
Oh,
Well, Patashar is going to be popular. I'm glad I'm already taken.
Oh, yeah.
The
Very
moment.
popular. I'm definitely smoothing it out with anything that feels like shadow. Just like,
She's got like three half dragons over there, and you're starting to notice as you're paying attention, like there's
Aiko is wearing more of her revealing
okay.
clothing for the evening.
Okay.
Bartending.
I will be smoothing them up in Draconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's added points right there.
It helps when you speak. It helps when you speak the language.
Uh-huh.
This is the whole reason why he's throwing dragons.
So you're do you speak does Gerald?
Gerald? No.
Oh man.
No, he is Infernal, Elvish, and Common. No. Taper has Draconic and
Okay.
Stony Dragons.
What's funny is she does speak like, but her
Broken
common is very accent and very like heavy. You know, almost like a someone who's their first language wasn't English.
It's fine. It's like the Pitbull song. I know the dirty words.
Right.
I know when the dirty words.
And
Aye.
you're watching all this stuff unfold, right? The men are taken quickly. There's a slew of women who are
Are they looking so hard they even find him?
scrounging around to find.
Homies being hunted.
Look at all this stuff.
It's like the
Extra
Now,
men.
Aiko, you're starting to get to the point in being a foreigner, even as a woman, you're starting to get hit on by other women.
Oh shit.
And
So far back.
like, Dave as well. Like, you got some very feminine half dragon women waiting on Dave, thinking that she's a masculine.
Aiko's pretty fluid. She's been in a whorehouse for a long
I
time.
mean, I rolled it, yeah. So,
Yeah.
And Dave is just
yeah, see what happens.
Right.
It's the stars. The stars
Aiko was a
look at
sex
you.
slave in the fucking capsules.
Okay. So about I don't know.
Might be.
Funny, maybe she went to the bathroom. So as the night progresses, you have your thrall hanging over your shoulder.
No, I pushed him over to a seat. He's not even hanging
And
around
he's just
me.
sitting down, and
Yeah.
these girls are like schmoozing on him and whatnot, and like flirting with him and everything else. And he's just kind of like
I'll have him just
in there,
be drunk.
chilling there.
Little Miyako is playing with some of the people.
Okay.
Who's that? Your dragon? Okay. It's like, what the fuck?
Nightingale Fox.
My little dragon fox. Fox dragon.
There's not anybody actually seems like they're interested in the arena, unfortunately. But making out, like the crowd starts by making out, and then things start to escalate. And now you're starting to feel like this festival's a little more than just a.
This is an orgy?
It's a fertility festival.
Yeah. And as that
He
happens,
calls the baby boom.
you do see y'all. Everything pauses for a moment as the flames get brighter, like and people stop like with what's going on, and they kind of look over and down the pathway from the sacred area comes two half dragon red and all red women walking down the path.
Who's Cindy?
Yeah, you recognize them. Both of them look like Cindy.
Both of them look like Cindy.
Yeah. Both
Homie,
Cindy and
double
Cindy.
married.
It's usually what happens now when Hannah stick it there.
And they're walking down, and you watch them, like both of them walk through the crowd and like pluck at the other females and like push them off, and one of them pulls a man up from the scruff of his shirt and looks at him, and she just kind of like shoves him back to the ground. The other one walks around, glances over at Gray, kind of like runs her finger along his back, squeezes his arm as she walks on, giggles a little bit, and you see like you're
Licks her
looking
lips.
directly at him from across the way, and you can like see the like not the. It's like the
He's resigned.
rolling his eyes.
Because he can't do anything
No,
about it.
he won't. You know, he can definitely.
He
tell.
definitely knows who it was.
Yeah, he knows which one it was that grabbed him. But one of them walks directly up to the 5 women surrounding Padishar and shoves them out of the way.
Shoves Padishar out of the way?
No, the women.
I was fixing to say.
Now, do I know Cindy? Whoever this.
No,
Okay.
Padishar does not.
Or the other
You
one,
can
Spigot?
you can feel the heat radiating from her. Like,
Okay.
she's
stronger than
But
you.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. You feel the heat, but it's not uncomfortable for Padishar. Padishar's original.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to the heat.
Yeah.
You guys should spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
Oh, it's cooking.
She reaches up and she touches your chest with her claw and starts to like slowly trail down around your cloth, and she like uses her claw to like start to spread your robes a little bit, revealing like the small hairs on your chest.
I have left off the splint because it would be very bulky.
That's good.
You should have found it.
Yeah.
She smiles directly at you. She's like, "Foreigner."
And whom I had the pleasure of speaking with, I am Padishar.
I'm Sindara. You may call me Cindy. I would like your company. You can tell that she's trying to formulate the words the way she wants to say them as she's thinking them through in her head. She talks in a fairly formal way. It almost seems, when she speaks, it almost seems like she's trying to figure out how she wants to say them, almost in I wouldn't say immature, but like kind of like an ignorant manner. Like she doesn't necessarily understand.
She's speaking
That's
common
the
to
real
me?
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She thinks that she should be speaking common to you. She can tell you're.
Can I pick up on like the way, like someone who has English as a second language and like, oh, I can switch to.
Well, no, it's not like a language thing. It's more of like she's trying to appear highborn. Yeah, she's. You get the sense that she's, even though you can tell by her aura that she's a dragon, she's very young, and to be able to shapeshift is.
Unusual?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
very
I
unusual.
don't know how much I know about dragons. Enough, presumably.
Yeah, I mean, you've had
Been
a
around.
pet undead dragon for a little while, so.
Oh, okay. Enough.
Yeah. How about you accompany me, Margaret?
Absolutely.
And as she reaches for your hand, some of the girls like stand up and they in like a slight protest, and she like, as one of them stands up, she turns to it and like kind of like gives her a little roll of her eyes and puts her hand out, and you just see like this flame engulf this girl's face, and her head is gone. Like just,
Oh, she's dead.
no, just drops to
I
the
don't
ground.
flinch. I'm like
Annoyances.
That's not.
an everyday thing.
And you hear over Gray's shoulder. Yeah, Gray. Cindy's kind of a bitch, so be careful. And you're like,
I don't think Gray's got anything to worry about.
huh?
I was like, I don't think Gray's got anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Did that change the theme of the whole party? Did everyone
things are
notice
quiet.
that?
No, but here's the thing: things are quiet for right now. But it almost seems like
They're ignoring what
the
just happened.
people, the people that are
They're used to it.
paying attention, they didn't react much to the woman dying. They reacted more to the dragon lady than the other woman getting
Murdering.
murdered. Right. She walks over and she
Disposable.
pushes everybody, like she goes to start pushing people out of the way, and nobody wants to touch her. So like
Oh,
all
yeah.
these people in the
Like,
The crowd
just kind of like move out of the way, and you're standing there watching her basically drag Padishar to the
To the bar.
alcohol thing.
I see you met Padishar.
She smirks. No, baby.
How are you?
Still punching people?
They let me.
Keep your hands off me and we'll be fine.
Remember how I wanted to punch you in the first place?
Well, I wasn't talking about just punching. I am gorgeous, you know.
I agree.
She smarts. I'll have my friend here, and I will have the strongest drink you have. I know you can mix it up.
You're drinking the same drink.
Have you gotten better since the fire whiskey you've given me before?
Let me ask, are you looking for flavor or strength?
Oh, I want to get this one drunk. He's going to get fucked up.
I've been fake drinking. Currently, I've had nothing. So
far.
and I didn't.
Gives him the Everclear.
You're gonna have to roll
The 50-50.
because I have 2 bottles of Everclear and
I
was
rolled to
supposed
see
have
who she
one.
approached based on the charisma of the characters in the group.
And it was a
Honestly.
tide.
Well, no. The Gray rolled high. She rolled high for Gray, but his charisma is much higher than Gray's. So she got a little bit attracted to him, and
I'm glad she didn't want to.
Cindy glances over. She raises an eyebrow. She goes, "I didn't know you two were running together." Huh. Learn new things every day. That's what my friend tells me as she walks away, like handing Padishar the drink.
Good luck.
You get to be Judd.
Either that's good or
Well, to be
drunk.
fair, if it was poured from the same glass, we're gonna see how this goes.
Well, it's not dry.
Yeah, so she's and you gave her a glass, right?
I'll give her the bottle.
Okay, I was going to say, if you gave her the glass, she then hands Padishar the drink and grabs the bottle as
No,
she.
I gave her the bottle. I'm not dumb.
So-
Says dumb, eh? Yeah.
Hopefully, I made sure to eat before this because I did have to drink.
Okay. So she starts drinking from the bottle,
Okay.
and
All right. I guess
Oh, I
we're
got the good one.
getting, and I'll
So
drink
you
as well.
still have
roll me
Judd.
a Constitution saving throw.
And I'll imagine I don't have another bottle of Everclear.
We're gonna re-roll
You
that.
would know it's better than
It would have to become something else in your
I'm gonna
bag.
re-roll the 2. Okay, 21.
6.
And we have no idea how much of that shit's missing because people just been grabbing hobnob.
No, I have the sleeping potion graveyard that you
With a 21.
her.
No.
No. She's not the leader.
She's one of them.
She's the one I
One of the
was
targets.
supposed to
She's
keep
supposed to be-
distracted,
She's
but now
not
he's
the
keeping
mission
her
target.
distracted.
She's just a target to
She's
get
a scary
distracted.
person. She's a scary person.
Do not
If
give her
things
the
go
sleeping
AWOL,
one.
Well, I thought she was the bride.
Well, yeah, she is.
But
the
she
bride.
doesn't have
We
the
were
item.
only going to distract her, but that's being taken care of.
I'm now on
I'm out.
distraction.
Okay,
Step
you're
up
now
to the
distracted
podium.
number one. Gotcha.
We were just going to have them bond with Dave because we thought, oh, they know each other.
And now, and at this point in time, your companion is starting to get a little bit more brave as she's walking away with Padishar. You can tell that she's already chosen her fucking prey for the evening, and
And I go,
the rest of the women just kind of like brush the other chick aside and just go back to trying to woo the men that are around the what's it called?
I legit said, looks like that dodged a fucking bullet.
Right, and like, but now she's starting to like unveil things and like, start
Reveal herself.
kissing on
Yeah, baby. Giddy.
Gerald's neck, and Gray is just kind of like, she's like, and you see the other girl in front, like the one that Gray is talking to, is like reach down and she feels something and she's like, oh, that's pretty hard. What is that?
Oh, jeez.
And he's like, yeah, that's my leg.
cod piece.
That's my
That's my
armor.
kneecap.
I know. He has a prosthetic leg.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's got
yeah. Is that a knob? And don't pull it. And you see his leg like jerk up.
I think he's ready. Y'all should probably go
Yeah,
find
right.
a room.
That's his ready button.
I can make that work.
This will be fun.
Can you stand on this for me?
Classic.
Good luck, Gerald.
All right.
Here, we'll just tie the leg here, and I'll push the button, and you can
And just say that the sisters actually start like macking to you guys, and then they start making out with each other while they're making out with you, stuff and whatnot, and like it's just starting to get weird.
Dude, yeah, shit is getting weird. Hey, are in an orgy
This whole
after all.
freaking festival is like, and you're starting to see like articles of clothing on the ground
Everywhere.
all over the place, and
For one stop, it's not the sexual deviant here.
Surprisingly, the least of them.
I know, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
I'm
uncomfortable.
oh my god! And there's like another red dragon lady's like running across, and she's like taking clothes off too,
Oh,
like
God,
throwing
dude.
them, and like jumping on a pile of like ladies and like pulling them off with some dude, and like
Jesus Christ. Except he's just like,
that's no, that's not.
One of
that's
these
not the
girls is
dragon
gonna
lady.
Turn
accidentally
around
bump
and
into
there's
you
another
and
dragon
just
lady's like, I
latch
knew
on.
I smelled one. She just jumps out.
Right?
No, but it's like that was spigot like.
Yeah, hasn't your ethereal form worn off? They can smell you now.
yeah, but
No, everybody is
Freshly showered up.
It smells like sex everywhere.
everybody is like
A musk in the air.
they're well, not just sloshed. They're like
Busy.
yeah, very very preoccupied. So you're watching all this stuff go on, and then another individual walks down from the pedestal, and it is a half dragon. He looks like a dragoon almost, except for the scales that encompasses around the sides of his face. Comes down almost like Magneto's mask. Comes down like almost like a
pork chops.
yeah, like whatnot, and it's like it's almost like a perfect helmet. And then he's got horns that roll back and up to a tip, a point, and on the side of his face looks like another dragon's maw at first. And as you're paying attention to it, you realize it's the mask that's like attached to the side of his face.
I can't imagine.
Do I know?
Yeah, kind of. It's like it's weird how it amalgamates to the what's it called. He steps down, and as he steps down into the light, you're noticing that he's not wearing like armor or anything like that. He does have a
That's who we're sleeping, right?
he does have a large halberd strapped across his back. And
Aiko pulls her top down just a little more. Okay. And removes her bottoms. She has other straps and things on the bottom half of her legs and underside.
As he steps down, he glances and he sees what you're doing. He kind of raises an eyebrow and smirks. He goes, very eloquently, he goes,
She just uses her eyes to convey attraction.
right, roll me a charisma check. You can add your proficiency modifier because your character is basically
She has deception too.
yeah, understands seduction.
She was
Where's the paladin when you need him? Yes.
and you said what?
This is debauchery. It's
And
their
it's
boss.
charisma check. You can do deception if you want, or persuasion.
I have plus 10 to deception and plus 5 for I have plus 10 on deception.
Somebody.
I mean, I don't know if you're trying to pretend like you're trying to seduce him or you're actually trying to seduce him.
Well,
Is there a difference?
she's not, I mean, kind of both, but I mean, she's
Okay,
trying to do her
I tell you what,
job.
roll me a charisma check and add your proficiency modifier. Just roll it
For the-
charisma and then with your proficiency
It's
modifier.
only plus 5.
which is basically the same thing as my deception.
Right.
23.
Okay. He looks over and he looks across the table at all the stuff that you guys have laid out. He reaches down and he grabs one of the little spicy things and throws it into his mouth, and then he says, "It is my last night as a free man. I can see that my betrothed to be has found her somebody to bed. Hopefully he survives."
I am trained in all the arts.
Really? I never thought to my last night.
We don't own the rights to this song.
Hey, if it's less than 11 seconds, it's fine.
Nintendo, we are sorry.
He says,
Nintendo, we are sorry.
"Unfortunately, I may have to come back to you. However, that is only because, well, you're not a half-dragon, but your beauty precedes you."
As does yours.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I was told there were no warriors in this town.
Oh, God.
She is like, oh.
There's
I mean, if she beats the shit out of him before,
In her head, she's like, oh no.
This is good, trust me.
This is kind of
warriors, huh?
interesting.
There are no warriors, plural. There's a warrior in this town.
I assume it's you.
You assume correctly.
There's a ring that they constructed over there. I was hoping that I could test my battle prowess on someone in this town. They told me again there were no warriors.
He sizes.
As I smile.
He,
I'm not touching
he
these dice.
sizes you up and down. I did not come out here for a fight this evening, though entertainment is important for the people. I appreciate your candor, but let me make my rounds, and then we'll see
Take a curtsy.
if I decide to take one lady or take another.
Or both.
Or both. I'm gonna hand him a graveyard.
Not the spiked ball yet.
Not yet.
Why?
He looks at it. He's like, "Unfortunately, alcohol is against my religion."
I'll take it back from him and I hope to see you later.
Question: do any of you follow Tiamat?
Looking after night.
Tiamat's the one that's not. What's his face? Ix is Bahamut, right?
Was
Was.
you're kind of
I'll say that no dragon god has swayed my belief one way or the other. They're all.
that's unfortunate. Maybe one day she may be benevolent enough to put her mark upon you.
I hope so.
He nods. And her lady. I'll make my rounds and I'll return.
I'll totally bang in with you.
Making rounds first.
Now you're starting to pay attention, and as you're watching, the men who started off strong are now like being overrun by these like ravenous women, and they're like all over these men. And
Stamina has halted.
I would say, well, yeah, alcohol.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about.
The fucking mummy.
So,
now I've got to keep Cindy distracted.
huh?
Now I have to keep her distracted.
Roll performance.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully you survive.
Most men are now
17
taking a
performance.
I hope he dies by snoo snoo.
15-minute
Yeah,
break
yeah, like
in
that.
between.
Snoo snoo.
Those guys,
Oh,
they
they're
don't
doing
get
a
it.
horizontal tango.
The women don't let them have
Constitution
it.
save, if anything.
Death by snoo snoo.
Yeah, well, some parts don't work after they've gone off once
They don't
for
care.
a minute.
They don't care.
Yeah, it's lace with Viagra.
Like the Viagra.
Like,
Blue pills all around!
They put it in.
you could have made some extra money like
In the pudding?
Yes, pudding.
Oh, that was in the
a
Jello
moment
pudding
of
box.
looking around, that elegance on her face fades into like a childish smile. She just grabs your freaking robes and pulls you to her with a mouthful of a kiss.
Okay.
And she's like, it's hot. It's like, and though you have like resistance to the heat and everything else, you can feel the, like, I wouldn't say blisters, but if you didn't have resistance, your lips would definitely become away, blistered and charred.
I mean, you
whatnot.
fan of myself.
You're also feeling her dump liquid into your mouth from her
Oh yeah.
kiss. The alcohol that she had.
That's hot.
What is she baby birding me?
Yep.
That's one of my favorite things to do.
Just get a mouthful.
This is
I
hot.
didn't even make me.
I might have.
Hey, when a man says, "Oh my God, I got a dry mouth," you're like, "Okay, I can fix that."
Yeah, 19.
That's what I might have to do.
You're starting to feel a little bit like,
Because homie don't drink. And we got
and
it.
then you,
Yeah,
and then you
well, I'm
feel
not gonna pass
hands
out from
inside
what's
your
in
robes
there.
like push their way up into like the chest area, and the claws start to dig into your chest a little bit. And you're like, okay, this is getting a little bit
I'm like,
more than just passionate here.
Well, I'm like, I've got it. This now,
I'm gonna carry you up.
as much as I would or wouldn't enjoy it, I'm like, this is part of the mission because this is obviously a powerful threat that I need to keep away from our masked man.
Here, keep it
Sure
in the
you do,
bedroom.
bud.
I know.
Lead her away.
Don't cry wolf.
Yeah.
I wonder if she even likes masked man.
I'm sure she's
what is-
enthralled somehow.
Don't worry.
You just continue on with it, like
Continue on with it.
Oh, I know.
she's like, and then for a moment she breaks away and she goes, so according to what I've been told, this is to be my last night as a free woman.
Is that so?
Unfortunately for you, I will try to hold back.
Oh, don't come back.
Hit her with that. Don't.
My safe word is pineapple.
Witness me!
Now you guys are, you and Ray find yourselves getting declothed and everything else. And as you are, other half-dragon women start like surrounding you and like reaching out and touching you and pulling on you and everything else.
Dude, this is a great place for men to be.
To there.
You think that like at first you're thinking it's great, and now you're watching these guys. They're now laying on the ground with their eyes rolled into the back of their heads. They're foaming out the mouth because they've been like, they're done. They're like done. And these women are just ravenous with this whole.
I'm taking notes on.
I have to stay strong
do
for the
this.
mission. I can't be like them.
Shadows just like.
What drugs do I have in my bag?
When you make it back to the tent,
In the shadows.
Oh yes, the tent. Let's go
definitely
there.
not like that. He's definitely like, I wish I could. No.
You watch, and after a few moments of them like tugging and pulling on it, you see Gray like topple back, his robotic legs sticking up in the air. Just in a bunch of like mixed hands and feet. He's just like, oh god! not long after that, I'm gonna need you to make me a
Nobody
6-second
has
throw.
close on, by the way.
I say a safe word.
They're all gone,
I
all
know,
naked
and I'm
everywhere.
hoping you go to the tent and grab me supplies to make it through the night.
Bro, he needs a sandwich and some water.
Negative.
Give him some
He's like, I'm gonna
electrolytes.
take a nap. I can't watch this.
And as now
Eyes
you're
on
being
Prince the
pushed
whole time.
to the edge of the wall, she's like, you need to stay hydrated. And she's like handing you, like shoving the bottle up to your mouth. Like, there's something very childish about the way she's doing all this stuff.
I
You need water. You're sweating.
It's alcohol.
The best part is, I'm not consumed anything.
What's your constitution?
My save is plus 11.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good constitution.
19.
He failed one of the checks.
I did.
Yeah, the 19. It's Dave's drink. It's not a
19
It's a
strength
big one
save.
too.
23, I think, is the saving throw for her.
God.
19 strength save.
Okay, you're barely managing to stay on your feet. Like, you're hearing mews and stuff from these like women that are like grabbing you. Like somebody grabs your legs and like your knees start to buckle a little bit. And you're like, oh shit! And you look over and you see this like lifeline, and it's a metallic leg that's sticking up. Just his hand, I just hold it.
I'm like, I'm trying to think it as I'm like, I need supplements. And I'm like, looking at the booth, I'm like, I need supplements. Grabbing food. I'm like, shit. All right, go back in.
Use the leg as a
Really
crowbar.
incident starts happening, and you look down, and you've got like a mouth around.
What
Everything.
is going on? Woo! I should have drunk so I didn't have to remember this night.
I would say Dave's kind of like a little bit jealous at this point. in time,
Strangely
like,
bored.
At this point, I'm a little uncomfortable. Like, huh?
She's like, is this what the others think of
Aiko's
me?
not
Yeah.
phased.
What's crazy is the women aren't even trying to touch
So when I go to
Good
move,
stuff.
the prince. Yeah,
Can I do
Prince?
Relic.
so when I go to move to the stand, can I do wolf pack and just bring the pack of them with me?
Back movement.
Just go to your
Pack movement and dictate the group.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Okay, let me figure out. Let me find out exactly how many are on you right now.
Oh god.
Taylor should just go like beast form. Pick 'em up.
Wow. You little vixen.
I know.
Yeah, you've
If
got
you're Taylor.
5 girls hanging on you.
Cool, I can bring 5
I'm not
billion
gonna lie, this
creatures.
place
So you get like half drag, half for chasing. You know, it's just like and one of them, like a couple of them lose grip, and then they're like, "Oh no, come back!" And they're like, "Just you're the girl that you've like started with. Like she's like got her arms around your waist and like being,
Just one arm around her, I'm like, come on. There is weight to move the group.
You take a wrong step and all you hear is your
Whoa. Things are going in the wrong direction.
Back against the wall, protect
It doesn't bend that way!
not comfortably.
so where you're at the okay.
grabbing food.
As you glance over,
There's plenty of raw fish
Malakat's looking directly
and
at
caviar.
you because he's standing like close to Dave's booth, like looking around the what's called, and you're down to like 5 bottles of stuff left. And he glances over and sees you, kind of shakes his head. He goes, looks you dead in the eyes, impetuous woman. And he,
What the fuck is this?
That's Black Magic.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, that's Target.
oh, I go,
And then
this is
I
quite
think
much.
with what's going on this evening and the lack of self-control
The
by
girls
these,
that are flirting with me, I'm gonna ask them,
Where do my pants go?
how often do you have this festival?
there's something
Incoherent.
about what's going on
It's more
that
induced.
they're less coherent with what you're saying.
So weird.
I do. Actually, you know what? Make me a perception check real quick because you're standing kind of close.
That sucks.
It's not a hard one.
keep your stamina up. Get hydrated.
Like, is that water? Just grabs the Everclear.
Hydration berries.
Okay. Aside from the normal what's going on, and you notice, I mean, obviously everything is. You for a brief moment you catch a sweet scent on the air. I'm gonna have you make a medicine check. Now, the fact that you've got an 8 on your
anything
perception,
like that, I can.
your medicine check is going to be a lot
I
higher.
put something in the braziers.
Is it that blue fire?
God damn this.
Because it was
Fuck,
caught.
man.
Buy new dice. Strip everything. Get rid of it.
Touch the microphone.
You touched it. close.
25.
25.
That's a good
That sweet scent is an aphrodisiac that you've known in your what's it called. Now that you realize it, you're picking up on it. You're starting to feel
The
a little
effects
bit
of
the
it.
effects of it yourself. And it's odd that it doesn't seem to affect Dave. But
That's super odd because I'm just sitting there like, I am not
Just
horny
because
at all.
of who Dave is, race-wise, or
you're not entirely sure. You don't know. I mean, like, okay, it doesn't seem to be affecting you. You don't know if it is or not. But now that you know what it is, you can definitely tell the effects are starting to, work on you now against normal.
my only reason that I ask that is because even though I am portrayed as humanoid, a human, that's not my race.
I know.
Okay.
I remember.
Okay.
You don't know if that hat necessarily has something to do with you not being affected thus far, but now that you caught the scent of it, you're starting to feel it. You feel the warmth around certain areas, and the whatnot.
The draw.
Yeah, and
Girl, what you eat?
this particular
find out
scent
later.
that since you rolled a 25, this particular scent is a specific flower that if it's crushed and mixed with some other herbs and
Incense?
burned, it will create a specific
Frenzy.
a specific thing in women.
Oh, and women only.
So, do we need
Okay.
to do?
That's why the men are not being affected.
They're being affected because men are typically affected by.
Right, but I mean not in that way.
Right,
They're
right.
not the ravenous
No,
go all
but-
freaking 24 hours if you have to.
But then now that you're thinking about it, and you're thinking about, okay, you've got more women than men here, and these women are, what's it called? And they're already building homes and whatnot for a population boom.
Yeah. Baby boom.
This almost seems like, with what you've gathered, kind of like it might have been planned.
That's hence the festival.
So this probably doesn't happen a lot.
We're gonna get naked. We're gonna get down.
Might need
We're gonna be
morning.
tired in the morning.
And with that being
So,
with
and
that
I
being said,
mentioned this to Dave.
as you do, your friend walks back over and reaches out for your hand and escorts you up the stairs
Into the cave.
into the cave.
Can I come?
I grabbed Dave on my way.
Yeah, we've got it.
Nice cut.
I would be following them because I'm keeping an eye on him.
Do I know?
Kill him.
Am I somewhere to see that they've left or no?
You're starting to see Aiko be escorted up the stairs, and this guy's back is turned to you guys, and she doesn't necessarily notice Aiko grab Dave, but it doesn't seem like he even really cares that much.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm still gonna get it. I mean, this is weird, but Dave don't have a whole lot of chances.
and then, so you're pushed up against the wall, whatnot. And you feel an extra hand on you, and as you open your eyes for a little brief moment and look around, you've got two of the dragon ladies rubbing
Cindy
all over you.
and what, the other one?
Spigot.
Okay.
And this, here's the thing. Cindy does not seem like she's perturbed by the other version of her
Okay.
touching and feeling on
Probably
you as
thinks
well.
Does the other one give
Yeah,
off the
right.
same heat?
Like,
No.
oh
Being able
yeah,
to-
I'm doing
being able to-
myself, and I'm so hot.
No.
Okay. So
Because
I'm
she's
like,
already
Not
like,
just that,
I
but
am
not the
beautiful.
same.
It's almost
As she
It's narcissistic.
she
It's almost
leans
porn.
in and
Yeah.
Cindy whispers
Self-porn.
in your ear. If you
self-porn.
had to choose between us, which would you prefer? Mind you, she's more
That's a
dangerous than I
fucked up
am
question.
in the bedroom.
Oh gee.
I think I would have already defaulted to which, I prefer the heat.
Good answer.
Just because I have it on hand, I would have cast Hunter's Pace.
Oh Oh!
It's just a verbal cast.
Whip it, baby. To last.
You in the background, you see you actually see like Gerald like hopping across the thing trying to get to the table, and like these women are just like, oh! It's just like somebody's running like a swarm, and Bob is just like trying to overcome.
His mind is like, I don't know if I was the lucky one or the unlucky one. Now I gotta deal with this.
It's better to fight, isn't it?
I think I would rather deal with one person.
Instead of 7.
With like one
Out of,
dangerous.
out of the
or
corner, of,
seven?
out of
That's
the
a
corner,
dangerous.
out of like the corner of your hearing, you hear, "Stop running away!"
I'm just moving the horde constantly. Gotta be on the move. Kate, settle down.
I've got my thrall.
Keep going.
He's just pretending to
keep
be
swimming.
unconscious.
Just keep swimming.
But just
If I stop, I die. It's kind of the telling. I will end up like the guards.
He's doing his best to try to
Rigor
keep.
mortis.
Yeah.
Only one of
You know what
me.
they say. And he's. If I can
Only
have him
service
keep
one
an eye
of
on
you at a
this
time.
Okay.
as well.
You can see through his eyes. Like you can see through his eyes. You can speak through his voice. You know. So that's how he cast. That's how Padishar cast counterspell on me from so far away. His thrall was within 30 feet of.
Okay.
All right.
That's fucked.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, you can, and if you need to, you can actually switch places with your thrall once per long rest.
Oh, is there a range on that?
No.
I feel like a throw.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Yeah,
Thrall,
just
make your way to that town on the other side of the world. Let me know when you're there.
Who the fuck are you?
I mean, yeah, but that's the thing is he can do that. The problem is the thrall would have to make the trip twice. You can't just summon them back to you.
Yeah.
So it's
Nah. Fuck him.
well, it just depends on if you've got a decent thrall or not. I mean, it's
Sometimes you wanna hold on to
painstaking
them.
to actually get one that's decent. So you can get some that can be like you can thrall a caster and then you have their spell list.
On the trek up the hill,
Mm-hmm.
I turn back to Dave and I tell him, "You will learn one of my secrets tonight." Her, whatever. You will learn one of my secrets tonight.
In the morning, she
And
comes
you
back
must-
down with a dragon mask, and we
you
do not
must
talk
keep
about
it
secrets that
to
mention. Wait a minute. Well played. Let's go.
I'm just like, let's get out of here.
Just get the fuck out of here.
Time to go. Okay. So you'll make it up to the room. Okay. So
Scary secret.
we'll come back to that. And then so you're the only one that isn't being
I
like
hope you would follow
Sexed.
Yeah,
This was,
yeah.
was what
Yeah,
I
he said he was following us.
yeah. Okay.
Did you say
To
he's
follow
say?
them, you
I don't know
have
he's
to go
following
out
us.
into the open. There's no way to hide to get to. It's by design the way that they set
The
this up. There's no way to hide to get to
Yeah,
the shrine.
he already knows.
To the kid's shrine. And as soon as you step out to the
Yeah, but I don't.
you hear basically, "Oh man!"
And I'm like, oh, thank God they found another. As I'm continuing moving, getting away from them.
No, at that point in time, you look over and they've just vacated Gray's body. He's got his legs sticking up, his
Still
pants are
twitching.
gone, and like
I put a
Broadcast.
his legs sticking
they're
up.
moving over, and like you see them
They're like piranha.
working up the stairs towards you.
I grab a crimson order officer hat and put it on his
Getting
thing.
ready for it.
Crack the neck, crack the knuckles.
3-point
Stretch.
stance.
Just take the shirt off.
Prepare for
Throughout,
battle. War
I'm
paint
just gonna go
on.
throughout the evening with what's going on with everybody. Padishar, you're gonna wake up with a couple of burns. for sure.
Okay.
Scratches, punctures,
You're
Yeah.
gonna have
missing a
plenty
finger and a
of,
toe.
Okay, that's
Plenty of
16 fire
wounds to
damage.
heal.
That's already halved for the first part.
You don't need. You have plenty of temp.
I'm fine.
Wow. Third?
She did not hold back.
And it's not just her, Spigot too.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be drift.
13 bludgeoning damage from Spigot.
God. From with the paddle?
No,
Dude, Spigot
Don't worry,
that's from
don't
the
worry about it.
fucking.
Damn.
Sometimes
He
Spigot
got
doesn't
bruises.
say female.
Just 10 fire
Nope,
damage.
she doesn't.
That poor dog.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Nothing,
And
man.
11 bludgeoning damage. Okay, this
And all those dinosaurs.
I know. I like it when she tried to get read by the raptor
They
pack and they
didn't
were all
break my
females. And
temper.
they're like, get her!
You get it.
You did exactly.
They're like, kill her!
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
She was like, not the reaction I wanted.
exactly.
Rail, you start working your way up the stairs following them and whatnot, and then you feel hands, and you like feel like you're like, ah shit, uncanny dodge.
Shadow.
Oh
God.
yeah. What the fuck? Yeah.
Do you have
It's
do you have
go.
intuitive
I forget
motion?
about it.
You have intuitive motion?
No, I don't.
No.
You need
Determined
freedom, but-
stride?
I've got mobile, and I've got spider climb.
Bitch.
Spider
So
climb
I'm
works.
just
It'd be like-
walking on them, pushing off, jumping off the walls and shit.
You can use nearly anything as
he could
leverage.
be
As long as you
like-
get your foot up on it, you can just drag
and the
straight
longer,
down.
Summon-
so the longer all this stuff goes on and everything else, the more women become available.
Yeah.
It's a good thing
I
I
need you to
stretched
roll me a couple
beforehand.
Constitution saving throws real quick.
It's a good thing I stretched.
Use your
Vaulting
other
over
self.
women. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna like vault, and then like at the peak, my freaking echo that's 30 feet away. I'm just gonna
18,
Okay.
just
Have fun!
19.
One more.
good luck with it.
Natural 20.
Yes!
It's about time you got one of those.
What is the maximum? What is
got
the number
3.
on maximum?
You're done. The third one, you're done.
I'm fucking moving. Moving the board.
Yeah, I know. But that's the thing is, like, I would say throughout the evening.
Swap to a performance check. Let's go.
Oh god.
Well, I can
No,
do.
at
Warlock
this point in
injury.
time, at a certain point in time, you stop trying to perform and start trying to survive.
It's like, that's the whole thing.
You see Gray on the ground, and he's a decently freaking
That's-
like healthy dude, and you're like
This one's done.
oh shit.
I know. I immediately put the
done.
Crimson
Looks like
Armada
you're
cap on it.
fucking
And I'm now moving.
You guys got her, sir.
I'll write in the report. Dead by Snoo Snoo. Just moving.
Evens or odds? Because you rolled a point lower than the actual save, even though you rolled a natural 20.
You bitch. Even.
You have 1 point of exhaustion in the morning.
I survived though. I got it.
Yeah, you're not dead. You got a point of exhaustion from all the fucking.
Exertion.
Just the fucking exercising and
off,
moving
bro.
away.
Hey, now you're thinking, should have found a room with this fraud.
Yeah, at least you would have
You
had
get
just
the
the
sense
one.
now that that's what the two of them were thinking about whenever Gray interrupted Akra. Let me make sure.
If this heist happened
Yeah.
while all this is going on, it'd be pretty
Akra.
good.
And you hear
You have a chance.
I know.
shrills coming from
Who is?
Batashar every now and then and whatnot, and then like calms
It's
down.
not me.
What-
Just
what
from my
happened?
Actually,
area.
I would have been like, try to get to a room and just like barricade the door.
Just like zombie beating on the door, reaching for
Trying to grab you.
You're like
The Walking Dead theme is
you're like
playing.
punching
back up
through
against
the
the door,
fucking
you're like back
wood.
up against the door, and you see like an axe fucking through the door, like, shining.
Really trying to get in.
The whole time I'm like, I forgot the woman that was attached to me the whole time.
Hunting through the window.
Hop through the window.
No. So
hiding under
throughout the night,
floorboards.
Oh my god.
throughout the night, you guys
You made 3
managed to
children tonight.
survive
Next player character.
the
Half dragon,
onslaught.
half tiefling.
I will have both of you roll a Constitution saving throws as well because gentlemen,
Well,
Well,
is very
there's a
vigorous.
whole thing that is gonna have to play out for a minute.
Okay. Yes. So
Wherever he ends up taking
We just can't
us.
say anything.
right. And as you turn around to say what you say to Dabe, and when you get into the chambers, he turns and he looks at you, and he says, "I know you're not what you're over here."
I know. We all wear masks.
Yeah.
And she removes her mask.
What the fuck?
14 charismatic.
What's this?
This is sort of what
I mean,
you see face-wise.
Took her mask off.
avoid like fuck. You're a slime.
Yeah, it's hot. I'm into it.
See,
I mean,
it's been a while.
because that's Dave right
Yeah.
there.
What is it?
You can't see.
You're not allowed, you don't know.
I don't.
Hadashar doesn't know.
Yeah.
You would see if you made it into the.
I'm gonna have you roll me a series of dexterity saving throws.
Okay, alright. I don't typically share this information with the group.
Yeah,
She's
that's cool. I like that.
she's Kitsune. She's fox.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She has 3 tails.
I'm gonna play with all of them.
And he goes, he says, I was looking for something exotic before. And then he looks over and he notices Dave.
This is between
And-
us.
I guess you are more than welcome to come as well.
I'm not pretty, but I'm vigorous.
He leans in and goes, do not find you unattractive. I just was looking for something exotic. But, nevertheless, you're here. So, let's make the best of it.
Fuck yeah.
And then I'm going to need both of you guys to make 2 Constitution saving throws for the evening.
My constitution is.
Stop! Put it back.
26.
Don't touch.
This is a good roll.
No
Go
touch.
fast roll.
27.
Roll to the nat 20 again. You burned it.
Look at me trying to look
That's
without my
one off the
glasses.
lifetime of that die.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, it's over.
I got to roll
It's a special dice.
performance.
Exclusive. There's only needed is what you mean.
I'm gonna roll.
I'll put it to you this way.
If it was
The
weighted,
first,
I wouldn't
the first part of it, Dave, you are barely able to keep up.
Damn.
I like it.
You're watching horror.
I'm just like, what?
You're like, there's things going on here that are.
I'm gonna re-roll.
I didn't know
one.
you could use a horn like that.
Oh, do I roll performance or is that all on him?
No, that's all. He does not. He forces you guys to be submissive.
That's cool. Dave's into it. But I'm still playing with her tails.
I mean, y'all can play with each other,
Okay.
but he's going to be, like, when it comes to his role, he doesn't care about y'all's performance. He just takes it.
15 and a dirty 20.
Okay. You do have 1 point of
that's
possession
great.
after the evening, and you're very sore. This was an evening that was barely light enough for Dave.
Fuck, what are you talking about? That was great.
For what it looks like, you look at Dave after the evening's over, and you swear to God, though she doesn't have like hair on her head, she looks like she's got messy hair, disheveled hair.
Yeah. Breathing a little hard. And like,
Yeah.
You
a little bit of a
say-
smile.
For a moment, you think one of her horns is kind of bent out of shape a little bit, and then it's like,
I can't tell time.
Oh shit!
what time is it?
I have to use my right horn.
Oh, wait a minute. We're in a cave. I can't see the time anyway.
So our whole purpose was to get him alone so that
And then
we
exhausted.
could remove the mask,
Okay.
possibly. So
Well,
Rael was following us in there, so he gets an eyeful.
we'll have to touch on that next time.
What are your dexterity saving throws for?
I don't know. He didn't tell me.
I'm assuming escaping the horde.
You said a series. You didn't tell me the numbers.
This was to make sure you can continue to get away from the horde.
Oh, he did the
After
whole.
I switched, they still caught me?
Dude.
Oh God! Another one! Get him!
You're looking at like at this time in the evening. There's almost like hundreds of them looking for midnight.
Just scouring the streets for
Like,
pain.
yeah.
Shaking out barrels.
Gerald's gone.
Finding the
Nobody's
hitters.
jacking with Hadashar because he's being occupied by
The two
Saving
strong
throws or
ones.
checks?
saving throws.
Okay.
Yeah.
30, 20.
I guess I have one.
Okay.
That's it.
not the short end.
We all ended up with the most dangerous people.
That's a 19.
Hey, I made it to the night.
Yeah.
You get to the entrance of the cave just enough to be able to see her reveal herself when you start feeling the hands grab you and whatnot, and you have no chance to escape. You can't feel your echo right now.
What?
So
They got him too.
They're like, I feel him. He's here somewhere.
the downside to your
There's
echo
a man.
is if somebody has blind sight, they can attack your echo.
Who the fuck has blind sight?
These are half dragons.
You also have to realize
They have
when
true
they
sight.
grappled it when you
dragons
swapped.
have
Yeah, they were
true
holding
sight.
on to it when you swap.
Jesus
places.
Christ almighty.
They're like, an invisible man.
So we'll deal with that on the next session too.
It's like an invisible
That's
person.
awesome.
Invisible.
And anyways,
And when they grab it,
appreciate you guys watching.
It was a weird episode.
I don't think that they expected
was,
this whole.
Unique.
An orgy? No.
Orgy.
We weren't
Who
expecting that at
expects
all.
those?
I expected a hard fight.
I was
Yeah,
expecting
it was a
infiltration
hard
and
fight.
execution.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it was a fight for my life.
Fight to be hard.
Nah, man,
Gotta
like,
show
To be fair, I'm actually surprised you guys did pick up on the context clues though.
I suspected something like that, but I was like, there's nothing I can do about it.
Right. There's a
Yeah.
but anyway.
sexual tension we already
thank you guys
knew
for
about
watching. Tune in, and do y'all want to go back to y'all's regular schedule and do this next week, or do y'all want to go? Y'all
Yes.
want to?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do the red. Let's flip back to the regular
Okay.
schedule.
So yeah, tune in next Saturday. We'll, barring any kind of like emergency or anything like that, and we'll we'll see you then. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
See you next week.
Thanks.
Bye. Tune in next time.